do one thing. See if I can. If you pick a class with a patron, like a warlock, uh, let me know.
I would assume the patron would be our dragon queen.
Yeah, and I can give you her name.
Excellent.
Although one of the pre-gens was the fiend, so I guess technically you could be a other.
How
You don't
does
have to
that
necessarily.
make sense, though? You're a
It
kobold
doesn't.
devoted to the queen. That's
Yeah,
stupid.
but yeah,
I mean, I guess maybe you made a deal with a fiend to get more power to protect your queen.
maybe.
I
Yeah.
guess still a little weird. I could do a hexblade kobold. Oh, that would be great.
That means you're the face of the party.
I haven't played a hexblade in forever. I love hexblades. They're fun.
To the casual observer, they both appear vaguely purple. Yeah. That's yeah.
They have an extra cone in their eye or some shit, I guess.
Yeah. Little draconic cone. Yeah, there's nothing specific about like character creation. So yeah, you're good. Just 4th level.
I feel like dragons and dragonkin having a fully prismatic array of cones makes sense anyway.
Yeah, right? Gotta be.
They got like mantis shrimp vision.
Oh yeah. Underneath their like dragon eyes, they've got the crazy compound eyes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Ah man, that's creepy. Cool. Okay. I don't know. Do we want to roll some D6s?
Absolutely. I rolled a 10.
I rolled a 12. Why did I have to do it for this and not during the game?
Get
I
out of the way
rolled a
now.
7.
Yeah. All right. Well, what happened last time?
Let's see. We finished our travels and rolled up on Beck's world. There was a ship in orbit when we got there. We hailed them. Some place called the White Castle. They weren't who we were looking for and were kind of rude for some reason, so we left them to their business and headed on down to Beckstown. When we got there, we had to wait for a very interesting Varger who really liked wrecking our place for some reason, as he was doing his inspection, and made sure and let us know many, 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 many times that we weren't going to have any weapons off the ship. We left the ship, went and looked around. I think we went to the tavern first. We ended up leaving Jinx there, where she started a fling with the bartender, and I don't know if anything else of merit happened there other than just Jinx was trying to get it on while we were on this strange place. um, Gino and Lexian headed over to the main dome where there was like a bazaar of people selling stuff. They did not like us very much and basically would not sell to us and did not want to talk about the eggheads. I think that's what they keep calling them, is the eggheads. So we realized that's going nowhere. We go meet back up with Jinx, and as we're heading back out, we meet back up with we run into the Varger, and a couple of his crew talking to I think ends up being it's like a kid, but he owns the White Castle, and his entourage, and told them to go back to the ship, and they told us we needed to go back to the ship, and didn't seem like we had much choice, so we headed back. They sent a guy to watch us. We ended up getting him on board and getting him drunk, and then I think Lexian and Gino went out on top of the ship and pulled out the sniper rifle, and then watched as they blew up the cliff behind the scientist little area, and basically caused a landslide to come down on the whole little thing. So, assumingly, everybody there is probably dead now. I think that's where we left off.
Yep. Sounds about
Mhm.
right.
Yeah, as the explosion happened, the kid you got drunk, or the guy you got drunk, kind of jumped up with the shotgun and was like, "Hey, nobody moved," as you guys tried to get up and leave. And that's where we finished with him pointing his shotgun at you. And yeah, Lexian on top of the ship. And that's where we'll pick up. Right, yeah, with him, the credits finish and we see the camera zoomed in on the barrel of the gun as it's shakily, you know, being held. Zooms out, and you see the like kind of glazed drunkenness in his eyes, but also the fear as the adrenaline is now pumping through his hand, like his veins. He's like waving it back and forth. Nobody move. Everyone sit back down.
Dude, that wasn't us. That was from outside.
Well, just sit down. Sit down.
Okay, I sit.
Are we under attack? Do you know? Like, I mean, I don't want to be sitting here if they're raining down on this planet with something.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta figure it out. And he's like kind of looking around, trying to think, clearly trying to think about what to do next.
I hate to interject, but if you want us to stay here, maybe you go and find out what the hell that was.
He's
Yeah. Do you need help with that?
fine, fine. Just stop talking. Stop talking.
Okay.
Quick question.
Mhm.
So at least 2 of the people inside the ship have gotten a live feed of what happened. Can I sneak
Yes.
back onto
Oh
the
yeah.
ship?
Yeah, if you want to, you can sneak back on.
Yeah. My stealth is at a 1. Am I going to use my dex with that, or?
Yes.
All right, so that makes it a 2. 9, 11.
Yeah, you walk in and you're standing right behind him. He's like, just like looking at them back and forth, like unsure what to do. He's got no idea you're right behind him. If you want to be right behind him.
Judo chop.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to put anybody in harm's way if he accidentally pulls a trigger because I
Okay.
scared him because I'm behind him.
Where do you want to be?
Uh, we don't have a picture of the ship up. If we're in the common room, can I just like? Did we have 2
Well,
entrances now?
let's see. Well, you went out on you were on the roof,
I
so
was on the roof, so I would come back in, but like,
They are so this isn't him, but we'll use him as him. They're here.
yep. Ah, there we go.
Yeah. Oops, sorry, you're there. Eamon is here too. They're kind of all here. And he's like this.
Yep.
you could go in through here. And then you can always go around, cause well, no, I guess nobody has access to that door but me, so you couldn't do that. But you could get to the armory.
Yeah, I could.
Because you got the anti-that shit.
Well, no. I wanted to take it up there,
Oh yeah,
but
you didn't.
I
You
wanted to
wanted to
take it
just
and
remove
use
the
the
scope.
scope,
Yeah.
but that was gonna take a while, and then I
Oh,
would have
that's
to like
right.
do all the stuff. So we didn't. We
Yeah.
decided not on that. And I asked, "Can I just see it?" And you're like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I could go to the locker and get weapons if that is what the rest of the crew want me to do. I could always pop that
If
over
you get
comms.
something, if you get something that stuns, you can probably put him down without any of us getting shot. I think we all just need to duck at the same time that you pull this trigger on the stunner.
Yep.
Because this guy's not helping our situation here.
No, no, he's not.
No.
Then I think I will do that. I'll sneak on over to the thing and pull out my stunner carbine.
Mhm.
And for right now, that's it. I'll
Okay.
sneak back over and essentially line up on the wall here and have a clean shot.
Okay. Yeah, he's gone, and he's like, got his shotgun in one hand, and he's like trying to like get his helmet on his head. But he's got his shotgun like in his like kind of held up against his body. He's still pointed at everybody, and he's like fumbling around with his helmet too, and like looking, trying to like make sure he's still watching you guys. As he's and could stumble at any moment, and accidentally fall, like let off a shot. Yeah,
I'm just gonna stun him.
go for it.
So +2. Well, that's a 12 then. All right.
Technically, you could have like taken time to aim your shot too.
I mean, I just rolled a 12, and now I have to roll 3d damage. So,
Oh yeah, he's
Ooh.
out.
so 5, 10,
Yeah.
14. 14 points of damage. I don't know. Does the stunner get the over damage?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
It
Doesn't
does? Oh.
And so a
Excellent.
12 would be an extra 4.
Wow.
That would be 18. 18 stunner
Yeah.
damage.
Yes, he's unconscious. He
He
drops
drops.
his helmet like halfway on his head, and I think he falls. His helmet's halfway in his head, and he like hits his head on the table going down, which pushes his helmet the rest of the way, and it gets on his head properly. And you can hear muffled. Coming from inside the helmet.
Well, then what do we plan to
I'll
do with this guy real quick? Lock him in a stateroom?
If you want to throw him in your bed, it's got cuffs already.
Yeah, sure.
Hand me that helmet though.
Yeah,
and
do that. You should do that. Yeah.
I'll grab the helmet and yank it off of his head, and stick it on my own so I can hear the radio in it.
Okay. Yeah, and there's God, what did Pell sound like? It was.
He was all over the place. I think he was
Yeah,
mostly
he was.
Australian though.
He was. No, he was because he was. It was like bad Cajun.
Yeah, that's right.
He was like, fuck, I can't do it anymore. I couldn't do it to begin with, but yeah, yeah, right. Another one. We really do. Hold on.
We have great quotes that come out of this.
There we go.
I heard that for a moment. I'm like, wait, what? And I'm like, oh yeah.
There's our new channel. Uh, it's what's his name, pal? But it's that guy, and he's like, fuck, it's gone. It's totally gone. But he's basically talking about how the townsfolk are starting to rush to the like landslide to the revel to start looting, that they need to clear them out of there, and eliminate any survivors.
Damn.
Make it look like accident. Go hit them over the head.
Well.
No guns, no knives, no boomsticks. Go hit them real hard. Now it's like South African. I don't know. But, yeah, that's fine. He was over the place to begin with, but it's cool. Yeah. There we go. No.
He's become some African warlord.
Yeah. But oh well. Yeah. Go hit them. Ooh, go make a name for myself. There we go. That's close enough. Search for survivors.
I'll pop the helmet back off. Well, we've got townsfolk heading up that way to loot the place, which is not necessarily good. But they're trying to stop them and go up there and kill survivors. So we need to do something, and we need to do it fast. I don't know if we put you back up on top of the ship with a gun and just start taking people out. But, I mean, then we're killing different people. And I don't know why we're killing people in the first place. This is all confusing to me.
So, what are the odds that the person that we need was up there? Or, see, there were 4 people taking off in a boat. So they're heading somewhere else. If we can
Wasn't
get our
wasn't the 4 people wasn't that the White Castle crew? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
They went back to their boat and just headed back up to their ship.
okay. I thought it was another group of townsfolk going after the rest of the eggheads. I mean, if we wanted to take our ship anywhere, we have to clear out that the building with the turrets on it.
I don't feel like their guard is too heavy. If we can stop them from doing what they're doing, then I don't think we have to worry about that so much. And if we just leave, then we're leaving the survivors up there to die.
Mm-hmm.
Do we think there are even survivors?
I'll be right back. I apologize.
Okay.
I'm just going to help my wife with something real quick.
That's fine.
So our options here right now are stay on the ship and do nothing, which is an option. Clear the building and take off. And break every law on the way because we're gonna be bringing our guns with us because we're going to defend ourselves. Or take our guns and head up to the site and try and help out any eggheads that we can. But we don't know that there's going to be any alive by the time we get there.
Yeah.
Right. Well, the other option is you taking your sniper on top of the ship and just picking off the people who are going up there to do the killing. I mean, basically, you pick one of them off, and then their entire plans are going to change. We've got the helmet, so we know what they're going to be talking about if you pop one down.
True. But do we go after the?
It might put them in enough disarray to give the eggheads a chance to get themselves together.
And then the secondary question that I have is do we take out the inspector, the cargo inspector guy?
I mean, it seems like he needs to go, but if he's the one you can get a shot on, awesome. But it sounds to me like he's sending out other people to do the work, so he may not be accessible.
Is this the chance to use anti-dat shit?
This is your chance.
Is this the chance to use anti-dat shit? Because this is gonna be fun if it is.
Yep, I think you're scouting through the town, taking down guards is what you're doing.
Yep.
Then I would
Even
highly
you.
advise the rest of you to get armed and get
Oh yeah,
prepared.
for sure.
Hmm.
If I take out anti-dat shit, I'm taking it out with the cannon, and then I'm gonna have my growler ready, in the ship, so that I can put anti-dat there and pull out growler.
Um, I think we need you, Jinx, on the gun for the ship if we can get the turrets trained on their anti-air thing. Because if they realize the shots are coming from our direction and they try to aim on us, we're going to need to take that thing down.
Are our
Can
turrets
do.
full swivel though?
Yeah, well, they're swivel turrets, so
Didn't we have a problem with that? Weren't they forward turrets?
there was a forward turret on it, but they disabled it, I think is what it was. We ended up keeping. We have 2 tri-laser turrets, if I remember right. Oh, we got the ship sheet here. Does it have it on it?
That's what I'm looking
Okay.
at, but I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking for. Internal systems, external
Here it goes.
systems.
Yeah, triple turret, triple turret. It was the particle barbette. We had to choose between it or the triple turrets,
Ah,
and we chose the triple turrets.
but we still have a particle barbette.
I think I think we had to choose, and they ended up dismantling that. We had to pick between the triple turrets or it, if I remember right.
Okay. Well, I mean, Captain, what's your thought? You're being pretty quiet.
Well, this is not really my expertise of field. A little out of my element, but y'all seem to have it handled. I'm here to support. I feel like Jinx might be a little bit more equipped to help handle, fighty stuff. And I'm like throwing a little fist like I'm fighting, you know?
Yeah. Well, see, the problem is that if Jinx stays on the ship, and I'm on top of the ship, that leaves you and Gino to head through
Oh
the
yeah,
town to actually go and stop them while I'm shooting them. If they don't
I don't know if we need to do that or if the
listen.
2 of us need to stay at the ship and guard it. I don't. We need to get up there, but I don't know. I guess if Eamon guards the door, then the 2 of us could go.
Well, I do have my riot shield. If you
Hmm.
have your carbine, I have my riot shield. We can slowly move forward.
That's probably our best plan.
Okay.
And there's not going to be a locked door that's going to stop us.
Okay. This
We'll
is
have
where it gets funny because I don't remember what it was. I don't remember the exact setup that I needed to have for the sniper. I know
what do
you
you mean
put
the
it in,
exact setup?
like, yeah, you put it down at one point that it was like, if you do this, and this, then
Oh,
essentially you
gotcha.
cannot miss. And I'm like,
Oh, that was
uh-oh.
up here somewhere. I feel like I wrote that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
uh, where was it? Was it before or after all the memes?
Well, I found a line where it was before all the memes. I think I found a line where we added on to it. Oh, here we go. this is where I said if we forgot to mention that you can spend 2 rounds aiming, which gets you up to a +6, with the additional +3 at 5 kilometers, which is even more if it's less than 5 kilometers.
Yeah.
Or
No, this is not 5
if
kilometers.
it's 2.5 kilometers. So yeah, it's +6, +3, +1 for your dex. I don't know what your gun's at because I don't think I put. Oh no, that was part of that +3 in the end. Adding all that in, I think. I don't fucking know. Probably need to go through it to be honest.
Okay,
But
so
then
my weapon slug. Hold on. Gun combat slug is at 1, with my dex will be a +2.
Okay. And then let's see, here's your gun. No, that's the cannon. I thought we listed yours out at some point, didn't we? Or did we just build it?
We built it. I
We
have paper here at some point. It's GR90. I am in the wrong book, am I? I am in the wrong book. Let me switch books real quick. Try to find where I put it. No, I was in the right book. Where is it then?
I mean, I don't feel like that place can be more than 2.5 kilometers away.
Oh no, it's not. There's all the information for it. I get a +5 if aimed, +3 if not.
+5.
That
Oh,
that's
that's +5. That's +5 with 1 point of aiming, not fully aimed.
yeah.
So you can aim. You can get up to a +6 with just aiming. And one of those +1s is from using the aiming function of the gun. So that means you can tack another. If you fully aim, you can tack another 5 onto that.
So I could have a +10.
And that's at normal range.
Yeah, well, I think this is going to be probably inside normal range because it's what I have 1200 1250 meters,
Yeah.
and I think
But if
the
it's not, I think it's just -2 then.
so it would be +8 if I aimed fully.
So that plus you gave, was that adding in your dex and your weapon skill?
See, that's a very good question because all I have on here is +5 if aimed, +3 if not. That's literally just on the side of the screen, on the side of my page here. And I'm like, Let's see if I go through.
I feel like that's got to be adding them in.
DM +1 greater than 25 meters if aimed. DM +1 greater than 100 meters with scope. So that's 2. DM +1 greater than 50 meters. That's 3. DM +1 for the multispectral scope. That's 4. And then my
your
gun
plus
and my
one for
dex would
aiming.
be my gun and my dex would be added in there, so that would be a +6, aiming +7.
Yeah. And then you can tack 5 more on that if you want to, so you can get up to a +12.
Yeah, that's right. Because
Oh, and you can use your Jedi abilities to bump that even higher, if I remember right.
Yeah. If I use oh crap, I haven't looked at it, but I think inspiration. essentially.
Yeah.
Give myself an extra +2 DM roll.
Which is
So
basically just 2
+14.
extra damage. It's saying I want to do 2 more damage on top of all of this.
I can instantly vaporize somebody. Like that. That would not be. Think of the morale. They would be gone. You're just
Yeah.
sitting there staring at
Well,
somebody, and all of a sudden they are just a pink mist.
if the range is short enough, you can always switch to your explosive rounds, and then you will, yeah, they'll fucking be deleted completely.
Oh god, what is? At
I think they drop
625
it down to
meters.
600 meters.
Yeah, it's half range, but still.
Yeah.
Oh, and so that thing that I was talking about, I said it's like inspiration. It's literally called inspiration. Through both
Then
mental
it's
and physical
definitely like
activities,
inspiration.
psionic enhancement can lead to flashes of inspiration, dexterous fine-tuning, and momentarily toughened physique. Inspiration adds DM +2 to any one check the traveler attempts within the next minute. Oh, if I were to do that. Oh, man. Get a +14. Doesn't matter what I roll.
Oh, it does. You can get snake eyes.
Well, yeah, true.
And then you like sneeze just that you've got the perfect shot lined up and you fucking sneeze as you pull the trigger.
Sneeze, jerk the gun. Yeah. Oh, man.
But through some sweet kismet, you have the explosive rounds in, and when you jerk, you shoot up, and you hit something hanging above him, and the explosion causes it to fall and squashes him.
Okay, let's try and push this to the absolute max. So right now we're at plus what? That'd be +14 with inspiration.
Yep.
If I burn all my luck, that's a +20.
Yeah. Yep.
Then if I happen to roll boxcars, that would be 32.
Yep.
Is there anything else that I could possibly do there to increase that even further?
I mean, not currently. Obviously, if you bring your gun skill up, you're adding points to it.
Does a 32 hit?
You're doing
That'd be
oh,
20,
you're doing
24.
24 damage before rolling your damage die. Which, if you have the explosive rounds in, I think was 6d6, wasn't it?
7d.
Oh, 7d6.
7d6.
So that's 48 maximum damage there. Plus the 24.
That's what 72? I could do
Uh,
72 damage in
yeah,
one shot. Oh my gosh.
that is your absolute max, is 72 damage. You can
Hmm.
delete anybody.
I feel like that would be enough damage to go through a starship hull and shoot the commanding officer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and it also
definitely.
has oh no, explosive only has AP -1, so
Yeah, you'd
oh
have to go to the
man.
armor piercing for that, so you'd lose some
That'd
damage
be
overall.
yeah, it'd be AP +2, but it would only be 5d.
Oh no,
No,
I'm
actually,
under
I think the
70
explosive
damage.
round's still better because you're only AP -1 means you're just using one extra armor point,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
So yeah, if the ship's hull
Oh
has
no. 71.
if the ship's hull has like 40 armor points, you're still coming through with 31 points of damage.
Huh. Hey, we joked about Hull Cracker with Briar. Now I actually have Hull Cracker.
Oh yes, you can do with the explosive rounds especially. You can do like serious damage to inanimate objects.
Oh man.
I'm pretty sure if somebody was trying to get away in a fucking boat or something, like you could shoot its engine and absolutely down them easy.
I feel like we would have more if we were in that scenario, we would be more of trying to figure out how far they would get before I could hit them.
Do you get anything special for boxcars?
I have no idea.
Oh, where's my book? Now I'm curious. I feel like maybe there's a crit function in there, and we're missing some damage. Combat set 3.
Is a crit automatic max? I want to say that we thought about that at one point.
Oh man, I'm not seeing anything about. Oh, hang on, it says see damage on page 77. Damage.
Henry's gonna get back and said, "Did you guys think of something to do?" And I was just like, "Yeah, do 72 or 71 damage per shot." Oh man.
Yeah, I don't see any special rules about critical hits. I do think we may be adding damage wrong though, but I don't know. Because reading the damage thing, the attack thing again, it says you add the effect of the attack roll.
Mm.
And the effect, like normally when we add effect, it's like if you roll this much over, it's plus this. If you roll this much over, it's plus this. But we don't have.
Is
We've
that
been
not
playing
the
like that the
effect?
whole time. No, the raw number isn't the effect. There's like stages for the effect. I don't know where the hell that's at. I think it's earlier on.
I was gonna say, wasn't the effect you rolled essentially whatever you rolled minus 8 for the hit, and then whatever their armor is? Or sorry, without the armor. For the hit, and then you take off the amount on the damage for the armor.
Oh no, wait, yeah, it's right. I was thinking of let's see, hang on.
He's back.
Sorry about that. Yeah, we were dealing with a little fence debacle. Trying to get a
Oh
fence put
no,
back together.
that's not good.
Oh no, it's all right. We're just taking a part of our fence out, so
No, yeah,
my
we got it right.
father-in-law could get a trailer out and then a boat trailer out.
Ah.
Putting it back together was not happening well, so it's a lot of pushing and pulling on fence posts.
Ugh.
And it's still mostly jury rigged back together, but it'll hold.
So what I did find, Alex,
Yeah.
is the rest of the rules for minus. So if someone is at extreme range taking cover prone, they can get a -7 off of your roll.
Oh no! Off of
Ooh.
my 24 that I could possibly get.
Are we extolling the virtues of anti that shit?
Uh,
Well, we figured out max damage is that max damage with the gun is 78 if everything's rolled perfect
Okay.
and with a single shot.
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
All right. I mean, that's not as bad as I expected. That's
That's
It's
with explosive rounds.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's still absolute desolation of anything you fucking get.
Yeah. That's still one shot, one kill. But yeah.
Yeah. Right now I have it up to or I can get up to a plus 14 to hit. So essentially everything but Snake Eyes, it's like they're just kind of dead.
Jeez.
Oh, I'm sorry. If they're fast moving targets, you
Oh
can lose a
yes.
lot real quick. It's -1 for every full 10 meters of movement in a round. So if they're in a car and they're going like 40 meters around, then you're getting another -4.
Darn.
What if they're the scion?
Yeah.
And what if they have plot armor? You know,
Mm.
Plot armor
the
is the ultimate armor.
that's
Its
pen.
AC is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's yeah, exactly. That's
Oh man, that's another good name for a ridiculously overpowered weapon, the plot armor breaker.
yeah. All right. So where were we? You just stunned this guy. You were handcuffing him to your bed.
And
You
figuring out
heard
what we
there.
want to do after that.
He's gonna wake up handcuffed to a random bed.
Yeah, yeah.
We should take off his pants too, just for fun.
What happened? Where am I? Yeah. Because you sleep in them, presumably they're like maybe not like fluffy handcuffs, but they've got to be like padded.
They're leather wrapped, nice leather
I
wrap.
Yeah.
used to sleep in them.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you don't have to sleep in them anymore. You just
I
keep
haven't
them
had
there
to.
for
I haven't had
for
to
the
sleep in them
memories,
for a
for the
while.
fond memories. Yeah.
Well, that was part of our rule with this ship, is that he has to
Yeah.
be handcuffed. We have to
Is that
keep
I
him
had to be
there.
Oh,
handcuffed,
that's
so it was
right.
like
That's
it's
right.
for show, but it's
Yeah.
No, he doesn't use them anymore, which means Lexian's going to mac on somebody at the bar at some point and bring them back to the ship to his room, and
Yeah.
they're going to be like, what did I get myself into?
No, I
I
don't
think
know.
with a social score of 2, that will definitely be happening.
You can get lucky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Burn all your luck to get lucky.
uh,
Okay, so question. We think we have a game plan, but question.
Go for it.
If Jinx gets in the turret, the triple laser turret for the ship,
Mm-hmm.
can she see like their anti-air gun? And can she like how much can she see if she's in there to shoot?
She can see it, yes. And she could shoot it. Like yeah, she could hit it.
Excellent.
Okay.
Um,
So
go ahead.
okay, so we think our plan is that she's getting in the turret, training on that gun, not doing anything, just training on it. That's there
Okay.
as an assurance measure. We're putting Lexian on the roof of the ship with anti-dat shit,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to start sniping guards, and that's going to obviously cause some confusion and ruckus. And 428 and Gino are going to start heading toward the campsite with 428's riot shield and Gino's carbine. And
Okay.
obviously, I mean, we'll have other weapons too, but the primary idea.
I need to update this in the thing.
And Gino definitely ripped dude's pants off. That's handcuffed him. The idea popped in
Yeah.
his head, and he just couldn't say no.
Yeah, right. That's we all know. We all know.
He didn't
Lexi
rip them
and-
all the way off though. He because he left his shoes on, so he just pulled them so they're inside out, dangling off the
Yeah,
ends of his feet.
off his shoes. Will
Who's back?
one of you give me a or an sec? Advocate role with
That would not be me.
int.
I think I had that. Yeah, I did get it because after we did the whole investigation law thing, I decided to get advocate int.
Mm-hmm. Man, advocate is also good for public speaking. That's interesting.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. I mean, lawyers do
Yeah.
public speaking type stuff.
Oratory, debate, and public speaking.
Ouch! I got a 5.
Okay. Okay. Cool. You're good.
Well, 5 plus 2, so 5 plus 2, so 7. So yeah, just shy probably.
No, 7's fine. Because it'd be like a 6. You are in Imperial space. I just want to remind you that.
Oh yeah, that's totally right. And we are an
But-
Imperial company.
And this is an Imperial planet.
But are we just going to let them kill people?
That's yeah. You're all 6. That's you're all 7. So I'm just letting you know that. Yeah. Oh, you're good. Go on.
We
Go
have.
forth.
I can't remember. Did Lexian actually see them shoot something into the cliff? He did, didn't he?
He saw an
No.
explosion. He didn't see anything
Saw an
fly into the cliff.
explosion.
Yeah. I saw an explosion and then the cliff just essentially fell.
Mm-hmm. But not
Mhm.
like Well, Lexian, will you give me an explosives checks?
Yeah.
Int. Do
Explosives.
you have explosives?
I do not have explosives.
Yeah, so -3.
Well, with my int it would be -2.
Mm.
You know what?
Or you could give me give me one
Uh-huh.
sec. You can give me the other option is science planetology.
I don't have that either.
Can I advocate for his career? Is there demolitions involved in that?
I mean,
Like, would he recognize a rigged explosive?
I was a scrapper.
Yeah.
I don't know how
It's
much.
a little different. Yeah. No, not quite.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'll do
I mean-
explosives.
I was gonna say I'm trained in explosives. I think.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but you didn't see it.
you weren't watching directly. Yeah.
Ah,
Well,
damn it.
Yeah, you
wait,
had
no,
it-
She's
Neuralink.
on her feed. She's on her feed. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Could she roll it and be like, hey, that wasn't a natural explosion,
Yeah.
or like that
yeah.
wasn't
she
like
was
a.
watching on the Neuralink. I'll take that. Yeah. Jinx can roll it. Explosives in. Good call.
Okay.
Neuralink coming in handy here.
Yeah.
I mean, I tried. I got a 9.
Nice. Yeah. So Jinx, you recognize. It looked like a mining charge, right? So there wasn't like the red and yellow and orange like explosion. It was just that sort of like implosion, as if something had been like burrowed into like the rock above the in the cliff face itself. Like there was like a mining charge rather than like somebody launching a missile or some sort of like ordnance into the wall. It was somebody had gone up there and planted like a mining charge in that wall that brought the cliff face down. So it was sort of clearly a pre-planned demolition.
Okay, I'll just say no. That was a mining charge, so there's no like orbital bombardment or anything.
No, but I was looking for, if we're taking action, I was looking for a way for us to justify our action, as in saving citizens of the Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Is Tobiah in the Empire?
Yeah, but this is Beck's
The
world. It's also
Imperium.
in the Imperium. Yeah.
Okay.
Could we swing it as maybe a mining accident?
I think that's what they're trying to do.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. We're trying to prove that it's them, so that way when we go shooting these guys, we're not criminals.
I don't know.
It would the comms. So would his helmet? I don't know, with future space technology, does his helmet have any kind of a like recorder on it? Like, is anything recorded, or is it just a transmitter?
There's a transmitter.
I don't know if we have enough. We can't just freaking let them kill the people.
I
Well,
agree.
They're not
If we
there
could-
yet as well. Yeah.
we can at least get video evidence of them killing the people.
Well,
We can,
he told them not to bring any guns. So
Not
if
to use
we-
guns. Yeah.
not to use guns. That's right.
I have a dumb question with the Neuralink because Gino put the helmet on. Would the Neuralink have
Mhm.
recorded that? Could we
No,
possibly?
'cause you like
Okay.
activate a recording at the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I were to get up on top with the scope of my sniper rifle, trained at the location, and set up a recording to watch them beat the shit out of these eggheads, and then
Mhm.
I open fire, would that be essentially in defense of somebody else?
Yeah. So you're gonna let them kill someone first, though?
I mean, don't
I have
want
to.
to, but I
Yeah.
mean, we would have definite proof that they were intending on killing people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it reasonable to assume common policy is just as soon as someone's using lethal force, it's okay to use lethal force onto them?
Still
Is that
turns you guys
Imperial?
into vigilantes. Yeah. That's a good call. That's another advocate check. Yeah.
Do we want me to roll another advocate check then?
I mean, that kind of really does depend on if we confirm that that would be okay on Imperial law, then that we can actually continue with our plan. But if it's not okay, we can't really use it.
We're still on the ship. Can I? Would that any of this info be on the ship's computer that I could try and pull up with like an advocate check? Or
Yeah. Yeah. You go for it. You give me that advocate check and
we got a 6 this time.
6. It's murky. It's like unclear. You're like digging through bylaws and because it's like potentially the planetary's like law enforcement, and you're like trying to figure out what that then means, and you can't come to a clear answer. You're like also running out of time. Lexi, are you currently on top of the ship as he's trying to figure this answer out? Or where are you?
I mean, I would probably be going and getting set up
Okay.
to at least watch this.
Mm-hmm.
Get a recording
So
of it. Yeah.
yeah, at least get a recording of it to show like, hey, this is what was happening. Like, I have a, well, I don't know. Can I
Yep.
retcon and
We
say
had
I
the
got a
explosion recorded. I think watching them, and if and when they kill somebody, retaliating is our best bet. It sucks that we have to let someone fall like that. But I don't know. That's even then. I mean, they still try and pin some shit on us.
They could, yeah.
We're not going to have time to do any research that's happening right now.
Mhm.
I was going, well, attempting to look up an actual, like, basically, are there, like, jury cases and that
So
you can, like, in theory look up?
that's sort of what Gino tried to do really quickly, but he didn't
Gotcha,
really
yeah.
find anything.
Wait, it's a rush job.
Yeah, because you're so short on time because like they're walking there right now, and you guys either need to get there, in which case you need to grab your stuff and run, or you gotta wait for them to get there.
Well, I could just shoot a couple shots around them and scare them, and hopefully they get the
I
hell
mean,
out of there.
we're still breaking the law at that point by opening fire.
Yeah.
We're
Imperial
not breaking
Guard.
the law if they never catch
And
us.
That
I mean,
anti-dash hit is not quiet.
no, it is not that quiet. um,
So,
the only other option, I say option, but I don't know how long it would take, is for us to take off and hover over that area.
If we take off, they're going to open fire on us, and they can just put out the excuse that they think it's an attack, that we were the ones that instigated the attack, and so they shot us down when we tried to escape.
Yeah.
Train your gun. Damn it. Oh. I think you train your gun. There were three of us head that way. Eamon stays and guards the ship in case somebody tries to come on the ship.
Lexing, where are you right now?
I'll be on top of the ship with the rifle.
Have you made it outside to the top of the ship? Or outside at least?
Yeah.
Okay. Because the explosion happened. Then there was all the chaos inside, and you snuck back in, right? You kind of saw the landslide happen, and then you were kind of like distracted by what was going on inside. Your friends potentially about to get shot, so you snuck back inside to help them. Now that you've made it back outside, there's a huge black because the rock on this planet is like mostly black. There's a huge black dust cloud that is like just I mean, it's covering most of of Bextown, but it is like all over where this outpost was, and it looks like it's cutting the visibility around the outpost. I'm gonna just bring you guys back to the map of Bextown. It's cutting the visibility around the university outpost to maybe 2 meters in front of your face, probably. So with your rifle, you can't even see into there at this point.
I mean, I could still sense them.
Yeah, you have time to recover because your stuff has already gone down, hasn't it?
Yeah, my psi has gone down, but I could still use it. I still have psi points to spend.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. But is it that accurate for shooting?
It says what the location. Uh, oh, I just had it up. What it. Da, 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 da.
I do have one other thought, guys.
And their
We have
approximate
information.
location.
But would you be able to differentiate?
Yeah.
That's the one that I'm never sure about on that one.
It can distinguish intelligent beings from bacteria or unimportant animals.
But
I
not,
mean,
I don't know if you can distinguish from
but
each
not
other.
people. Yeah.
yeah. If an individual whom the telepath knows is detected using this power, they will be recognized.
You'll know
So
Fel. You'll know Euro Fel. That's the one only
yeah,
person you would detect. Yeah.
Well, that's the most important one to know. Where is he at?
that would be the most important one to know.
I don't know about using it for directly sniping into like a dust cloud though.
I mean, I would have the approximate
I
location.
feel like there would have to be an extra huge minus to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's way too many ways
Variables.
where you can
Yeah.
hit somebody.
It's like not only because it's like because so yeah you know where you're shooting, but you don't know what's between you and there, right?
Exactly.
Like you
Mhm.
could be shooting into a wall. So that's it's like I don't know that it
Okay.
I don't know that it gives you a functional
Or
functional
like
ability to shoot. Yeah.
through somebody else because someone could
Yeah.
be standing
Well,
in front of.
that at least you would know because he could sense
Yeah.
the life force of someone else
Oh,
there.
right,
Yeah.
right.
But at least but inanimate objects he can't sense. Yeah. So I don't think it does function that way because yeah, you have no ability to tell what else is there.
One other option, guys.
In space, maybe, because there's nothing else there. If you're blinded.
We have this helmet that has a radio that talks to these people. And if we talk to them through the helmet, they know we have the helmet. And if we tell them we recorded the explosion, which we did, and we tell them we recorded them talking about killing the survivors, which they did, then let them know we're fully ready to defend ourselves and defend the survivors if they don't stand down. Maybe we get them to stand down.
Could do that.
I would like to know where the head guy's at, though.
That would be interesting. Kind of
Okay.
like blackmail almost.
Yeah. And I fully think, Jinx, you go ahead and get in the turret as soon as we figure out where he's at, as soon as Lexian lets us know. If possible, you train the turret in that direction. Let him know if he does not want to comply.
Oh.
Yeah, and also the White Castle is just outside of orbit. I'm happy to send all of the recordings to them.
I like this plan more and more.
We don't know if they're friendly though. We don't know if they're because they were just talking. We
Well,
don't know if they were.
I doubt they're friendly, but even if they are, that's still just it's still just a backup to try and keep them from trying to retaliate against us. If they do retaliate against us, then we just defend ourselves.
Okay.
We're in a ship. You have a giant fucking sniper rifle. We have a triple laser turret. We can be ready to strike back in advance because they don't know.
Yeah.
Would the phrasing "striking back in defense" cause some kind of legal concern for the Imperials?
No, I mean,
it's
I
not-
want to record. I will be recording this conversation as well. This time I'll actually will be recording the conversation. And I will let them know that all of that will be broadcast. And should they lose in trying to take us down, then we have perfect evidence that we had to defend ourselves because they were trying to kill us.
Sure.
Do we want to go? I don't want to keep holding on this.
I mean, that's a
You guys gotta
really
do
good
something.
idea.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
let me know where he's at.
All right.
Jinx, go get
I'll
the
make
turret
the.
credit.
I'm heading there.
All right. 4 up with. Uh. Well, I got a DM plus 0 there. Telepathy, so plus 2. 10, 12. 12 total
All right.
on the life detection.
Yeah. So you sense him walking with multiple of the people about here.
All right.
He's like just outside
Did-
the area.
Can you get eyes on him? In the
Cloud.
smoke
No,
yet?
he's
Cloud of
within
smoke.
he's within that dust cloud. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. You keep your gun trained down that way. Jinx, keep your gun trained on the turret. I'm going to make this happen.
Can do.
And there are a lot of people. There are, we didn't number the denizens of Bextown, but you would, at a glance, you would guess that at least half of them are at this landslide site, or at
Oof.
least on their way. And he is in like a pack of people that are going that way.
All right, I'll pop the helmet on. This is Gino from the Godwit, landed a while back. Made a mess of our place, remember? Just thought you might like to know that you probably shouldn't go trying to kill the survivors, like you said, or we'll be fighting back, because that's not cool. So how about you stand down?
Will you give me a
Persuasion. Persuade.
persuasion? There's no coerce. Will you give me persuade and strength?
Persuade strength.
Yeah.
Ouch. My strength's a -1. My persuade the 1, so that's a 0. Ooh, that's much better though. I rolled a 10.
And how you Ippers get this helmet?
We borrowed it from the guy you sent with us. It's been really handy because we got to sit and watch the explosion you set off, and recorded all of that. And I got the helmet, and I got to record the conversation where you talked about killing the survivors. So I've got all kinds of dirt on you guys, and I got full grounds for us to defend ourselves and the survivors there. And you saw our armory. You know we're strapped.
Will you give me a deception check?
Okay. What's that one with?
That can be, I think, with your strength again, just because you're still threatening him with your
Again.
yeah,
Okay.
with your overwhelming force, your overwhelming weapons.
Do I get a boon since he
Yeah.
saw our armory? Okay.
And since you yeah,
And I am going to go ahead, I think, and burn 3 of my luck on this one. Because I don't want to fail this. Oh, yay for the extra dice, because one of those is. Other than that, it's 2 5, so 10 plus my 3 from my luck, so 13.
13. I don't know why you're making these accusations.
It's not accusations, buddy. I got recordings.
Yeah, let's see them.
You gonna come meet me? You gonna stop doing what you're doing and come talk about it?
You don't want us to help the potential survivors?
I don't want you to kill the potential survivors. Knock them on the head. You know, like you said, knock them on the head. No weapons. We have to make it look like an accident. We have to knock them on the head. You remember saying that, right? Because I got the recording saying you're saying that.
don't remember saying nothing of the sort.
Well, you know, the funny thing about memories is they don't work near as well as recordings.
Hmm. Yeah, maybe
And
maybe I come to you and you show me these recordings.
maybe you come to me and we show you these recordings. How about I don't want a bunch of armed people coming down to my ship? So maybe I just leave with these recordings.
What is it you want?
I want you to stop the looters like good guards should do and help the survivors like good guards should do. And we'll be watching and recording everything. And I have life detectors on our ship. And if any lives stop blinking, then I'm going to have evidence that you were killing people.
I cannot be responsible for the injuries that may have occurred from such a horrible accident.
Yeah, but again, I have the recordings about you killing and wanting to kill them. So it's all real bad together. Listen, buddy, I've studied law. I'm not a lawyer, but I've studied law. I know how this works. And trust me, I got the money. I can afford a very, very, very expensive lawyer who will put your entire unit away or exterminated. You hear that, everybody else on the radio? You want to fuck with this? You want to let him fuck with this? You've done
Maybe
killed
we
enough lives. You've done have enough blood on your hands. Nobody has to know any further if you just stop where you're at now.
maybe we just go back to our dome and those struggling to breathe under the rubble. Their signals on your life detectors, they go out, poof, and you Ippers watch them die from your ship.
No, I want you to go help them. Again, I said that. You're guards. That's what you should do. I'm just saying if they're you better hurry real quick to help them, because if their lives start disappearing, it's going to look like you're killing them with all of the fucking evidence I have. You dumb fuck.
As you big heroes from your ship, you don't want to help them.
I don't want to help them when I've got a bunch of armed guards out there who are happy to fucking kill people. No, I don't want to help them because I like living.
Well, maybe we go see what we find. Now I feel like he's the bad guy from Scooby Doo. I don't know. But that's okay from the zombie island. But oh well, maybe we go see what we find, and if they alive, good. If not, too bad.
I know who's alive right now. I've already did the scan. How many people did you say was alive, Lexian?
I never got a number for in the.
You give him a number.
Okay, I give him a number.
32.
Well, okay, there were four up there before.
Uh-huh.
Let's just say one got killed instantly, so that'd be 3.
You don't know how many got killed instantly.
Oh, okay, then there were 4 up there.
You didn't have it activated right when it happened, did you?
Yes.
Did you?
Yeah. Cause or right afterwards, sorry. Cause we did a life detection, and
You
that's
did it
how I knew.
before.
Oh
You
yeah,
did it
before.
Yeah.
Before and then after, so I would have kind of an accurate number there.
Yeah, but when you lit it up after, there were already like half the town was already there looting the place. Um,
I'll just come back and I'll say, we scanned before because we wanted to know what we were dealing with because we were looking for people. And you already brought that down on a place with only 4 people in it. And I mean, you did kill one of them, but you got 3 survivors in there. So 3 survivors better come out of there.
You're just guessing.
Yeah, just guessing.
Okay. We gonna see who's alive.
I'll just yell out, wait a minute. We said you can't aim. What kind of scope did you have?
Who?
Lexian on anti-dat shit. Doesn't he have the fancy scope?
I do
Mhm.
have the multispectral scope.
Ooh,
Okay.
there you go.
So he can see through the smoke just fine.
There you go. Yeah, doesn't work through scopes, smoke and stuff.
I get a DM +6 to recon checks.
Oh, do a recon check for survivors.
Okay, can I do a recon check?
What is how does it work? How does the multispectral scope work?
It's gonna be something that I have to look up.
Yeah.
That is in the what?
That's
I think
Central
the Central Supply Catalog.
Okay.
Weapon accessories.
Yep.
Was it in the?
It was in the build yourself one,
was
so
the,
that would be
it was in
the
the other
Yeah,
one.
the extra the field catalog.
yes. Was it that one? No, that's just a list of weapons.
Here we go, multispectral scope, a more advanced version of the combination scope using a wider segment of the electromagnetic spectrum and offers enhanced imaging processing to assist target identification. A multispectral scope offers DM +6 to recon checks to spot targets and DM +1 to attack rolls at all ranges. And they said it's a combination, a basically more advanced combination scope, which offers the benefits of standard, low light, and thermal scopes. But this one has basically a wider electromagnetic spectrum, so it's not just, I guess it wouldn't just be thermal.
If it's on the spectrum, you can see it.
So
Okay,
long
yeah.
as long as they all are a little autistic, we're good to go.
Yeah.
And they all
read-
seem a little autistic.
At least Fel. He's all right. He's a good boy. I like him. You can give me a recon check.
All right. What
He's
is
like, no, my
the
plans.
intellect?
Recon int.
Oh, int.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, recon int. So I already have a +1 there, so I'll have a +7. And that is an 8, 7, that's what, 15.
Yeah. I mean, so you can spot him. He's with like 4 of his cronies, so there's 5 of them, and you see, yeah, let's call it. Well, I feel like there's a specific number. We'll just call it like 30 other townsfolk, going around like, moving rubble out of the way. They look like they're looting. You said 15.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them look like they're looting. Some of them do look like they're moving rubble around, looking like they're potentially looking for survivors. Other people look like they're clearly like pulling things out of the ground. You can't really tell what with flipping through the various different like spectrums, like imaging spectrums. Clearly like putting stuff into bags and looting. And Fel is like standing there talking, staring back at the town while his like 4 buddies are staring at him. Whereas people are like, some people are rushing to the rubble, and some people are searching through. But because the rubble is so dense, your scope doesn't penetrate deep enough into it to sense potential survivors. But your life force would. So you could with the 15 you could differentiate the people searching on the life detect. Yeah, so the difference there, you only sense one person, and there's one person trapped underneath the rubble in one dome who looks like they are shouting for help.
Is that 2 people or just one? Is that just that one person?
One survivor.
Well, I mean,
I'll
I'll relay it through the Neuralink, and then
I'll pop back over the thing. Well, I guess you're kind of in luck, buddy. I mean, your explosion did better than I thought. We did another live scan to make sure you're going to stay honest with us, and
I don't know why you keep calling it my explosion.
because again, recordings, that's what you said, more or less. It's pretty obvious.
I never said something of the sort, which makes me
No,
think
you're right. You never
got
said,
no
but
explosion.
there's
You
there's
maybe
plenty.
have nuts. You don't have.
No, sir. What
You
I'm
have
saying
the
is there's plenty
gospel.
inferences there. That's how you build a case, is inferences. There's an explosion, then you're
Objection.
talking about killing survivors.
Circumstantial. I've seen these movies and TV shows before.
Okay, well, how about zoom and enhance? You remember that really, really badass sniper rifle that you saw in the armory? My buddy's currently got it trained on you guys, just watching you right now to make sure you guys stay straight. And he says that you're standing there in all that smoke because it's got a really nice scope, by the way. You're standing there in the smoke with 4 of your buddies. And you're looking back at me and talking to me. And we're recording all this all the time too. So I mean, I can I can give you those recordings later if you want. If you want to see yourself talking in the smoke, looking all cool and like infrared shit.
He's just silently looking at his friends. Yeah.
Now that one survivor, they're trapped in a dome, and I give him the location of the dome per what I saw over the feed.
Mm-hmm.
If you go right now and save that person, and then get the rest of your citizens out of that smoke before they all fuck themselves up, then we'll talk about this like civilized people.
He grumbles something sort of incoherently and turns and starts walking off into toward the rubble.
I'll just say out to everybody in the ship, along with him leaving the radio open. Well, I don't know what he's going to do at this point. I guess we wait and see. Cards will fall where they fall. Hopefully, this guy, likes living and being free and all that.
what was the distance? Like I don't think we actually ever said a full distance.
We didn't, but I think it was well within your range. Yeah.
Do you ever make that max range shot? Are we going to play cake while you do it?
Are you looking for speed? Yeah.
I
I got that eventually. I was like, patty cake? No. Keep going. Keep thinking through my brain. There we go. We got there. All right. What's everyone doing while they go start digging?
I am at the turret, being very what's the word? Ominous, pointing it at them, our enemies.
Yeah, I feel like we're just kind of in a waiting game now to see how they react.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not much to do, I guess, other than watch the ship door.
All right. So it takes probably 20 minutes of them digging. I think three of them start digging, while Fell, as Lexington, you're kind of watching it through the scope. Fell can tells two of his guys to start grabbing citizens and telling them to fuck off, get out of here. They slap a few of them around to get them to really get the message to get out of there, and people start filing back. A few people circle around, start going looting other parts of it, and but eventually they start to clear people out. 20 minutes go by, and they finally manage to uncover this person, and they as they get him out, they kind of sort of seem to look him over, and then just start to kind of push him to walk towards the city, the town, and they walk towards the starport, and they get to the landing pad and point toward your ship, and he walks toward your ship, and they walk off toward their dome.
I'll I guess I'll meet him at the front door with my carbine.
Yeah, there's a guy who's in, what is he wearing at the time? That's a question that could be answered. One second. They're just in he's just in a lightweight environment suit. Yeah, I mean it's covered in black dust and probably has a couple tears in it. And he's got little kind of half rim spectacles, and see if actually. Oh nope, they're just small. They're just narrow rectangular spectacles. Little kind of blonde goatee, blonde tuft of hair, and he's just all right. How you doing?
So this is the guy from. This is the
From
guy
the
from the.
university.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you're good. Come on aboard. I'll look you over. I'm a doctor.
Oh, cheers, mate. Yeah.
And I'll take him aboard and take him to the med bay. And you guys, I guess just keep making sure they ain't up to nothing. Let me take a look at this guy and see what kind of shape he's in. See what I can figure out.
Yeah. Give me yeah, he's taking the med bay. You want to give me a
Medic check?
medic check? With it. Oops.
11.
Right. So he's banged up and bruised up, but for the most part, you're able to kind of get him kind of patched up a little bit, but he's he'll be okay.
So, just to verify, you guys weren't putting mining explosives into that cliffside at any point, were you?
No, nothing of the sort.
I didn't think so. So, why do you think they were looking to kill you guys?
What?
That explosion, that was done by the guards of this town. And it looks like they were looking to wipe you guys all out.
That's news to me. That's news to me.
So I'm kind of worried about, you've got others out on a dig site, right?
Yeah, the doctor.
Yeah.
The doctor, yeah.
Yeah, that she's actually the reason we came here. We were wanting to talk to her about her research. All this kind of happened. I'm kind of worried about them out there now. If they're trying to take you guys out, I don't know what they might be trying there. How far is the dig site from here?
She takes the flyer, and it's 6 hairs. Yeah, about six hairs.
You think there would be any place there we could sit down our ship, or would we need like a lifeboat?
No, it's a bit big. Yeah, it's a bit big. Something a little smaller.
I don't really like the idea of leaving our ship sitting here. I think maybe we get out of here before we get completely out of orbit. We drop the lifeboat out, have the ship go take an orbit, a stationary orbit, and wait for us.
He's looking at you like, I mean, it's
Oh, sorry, dude. I don't know why I was talking out loud there. I have a neural link. I'm talking to my friends.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Yeah, it's I mean, it's yeah. Cool. Good. Yeah. So
We get a little comfortable with this thing. We look like crazy people sometimes, I'm sure.
yeah. Yeah.
Who are you calling crazy?
But you're going a bit loopy in the old lump of lead there.
I mean, doing what we've been doing, we're probably all a little loopy, but we'll get through it all right. How many people are out on the site? Do you know?
Should be about 7. No, 8.
8.
8. Yeah.
How many people can we fit on our boat?
Ooh, I mean, you could fit on a ship's boat. I mean, you could easily fit the lot of you plus 8 if you're like making a quick, day trip. Yeah. You could fit more than that, like in the cargo bay and stuff.
Lexian,
Yep.
do you think you should stay with the ship even though it's going to be in orbit? No. Does Eamon have pilot?
That's what I was just checking.
I think he does.
Yeah. He's got basic pilot. Yeah.
All right. So he could easily keep the ship just in stationary orbit.
Yeah.
And come down and pick us up if we needed.
Yeah.
What's your opinion, Lexian? I mean, theoretically, there shouldn't be anything exciting. We're going down there picking them up and getting them the hell off this planet before they're attacked.
Yeah. Uh, I can fly the ship. I can fly the ship to orbit, and then hand it off to Eamon about halfway, 3/4 of the way. Slip into the jump ship or into the little boat and pilot that with. Do we need what? All of us to go with, or only like 2 or 3 of us?
I mean, if we've got room, I figure that's why I asked. I figured if anybody was going to stay, it will be you because you'd be the one best to pilot the ship. Um, but I don't know if we just want to go with all of us just in case. But that obviously, us and then this dude puts 5 on our ship, and then they've got 8 or so more to pick up. But we could definitely have Eamon just have orders to send us a message and leave orbit if there's any kind of retaliatory thing that comes after him.
Sounds like a good idea.
I guess we should probably let the guard out of off your bed before we leave, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Take him with him. You just what's the word? Shanghai.
Well, I mean,
him.
he's still unconscious, isn't he?
No, he ought to be awake by now because you get stunned for a number of rounds.
Rounds, yeah, he's probably awake by now.
Yeah, he's in there with no pants on, handcuffed to a bed.
Yeah, terrified.
Walk in the door. Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Let me out! Let me out of here!
That's the intention. Sorry, had to borrow your helmet. Had to keep you out of the way for a bit. You're
My
swinging a gun
pants?
around everywhere. Honestly, dude, that was just because it was funny. I mean, you have to admit it's kind of funny.
No,
You'll laugh about it one day. Don't worry.
I don't think so.
We managed to save one guy from your guys' plan to kill all the scientists.
What?
Yeah. You know why you were keeping us here so you guys could blow up the cliffside and bury all the scientists, and then you had some survivors left, and your boss decided to send people in there to kill them, knock them over the head so that it looks like an accident, and there was no weapons involved, and it's just been a whole mess of a day, if we're being honest.
He's like, what? He turns and pukes on the floor.
Oh man. Now Lexian's gonna have to clean that up.
Sounds like Gino's gonna have to clean something up.
We'll just use the laser ring.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I don't have throw up smell throughout the entire show.
No, it's really been. Yeah, I apologize about that. It's really been a mess of a day. So let me get you handcuffed and get you put together, and we're gonna let you out because we're getting the hell out of here because I don't think nobody likes us here no more. Not that you really liked us from the start.
You guys were all right until, this whole thing.
We're still all right. We didn't hurt you. I mean, we could have killed you as far as all that goes, but we didn't want to do that. We were just trying to save lives.
He I don't know.
I mean, again, the pants thing was probably unnecessary, but I couldn't resist. Dad, I bet you were so freaked out when you woke up, though, weren't you?
He's like shaking. Do you give him his shotgun back when you like
No.
let him off the ship? Okay.
When we let him off the ship,
it,
yes.
Yeah.
We'll unload it and we'll give it back to him unloaded.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, send him off the ship and be like, "Here's your gun, buddy. We didn't give you your shells back for obvious reasons, but didn't want to take your gun from you.
Yeah.
I hope you have a good day. I hope your boss doesn't rib you too hard for getting knocked out and letting me use your helmet to record all his evil plans and all that.
He takes his gun, his helmet, and just runs. Runs as fast as he can away.
Well, good thing his
Bye-bye,
pants weren't
have a
still
good
around his
time.
ankles.
His pants not
That'd
able
be
to stand up, yeah.
that'd be funny visually. He just takes like 2 steps, trips, falls.
Ah! In a cloud of dust.
I'll pop over our comms channel, just tuned into the radio, and I'll go, well, thanks for being compliable and not killing the last one. You'll hear no more from us, no more trouble. We're going to take this guy with us, though, so that you don't kill him later. You guys have a good day. I hope things go better for you. You got a mess to clean up, I know.
No response.
Yeah, they don't like us here.
I would suggest Jinx keep the turret trained on their turret. Or on
I
their gun.
fully agree.
And then we're essentially just gonna, start taking off?
Go for it.
Yep.
Do you want me to make a pilot check?
Yes, please. With Dex.
I was gonna say, I feel like the only time I ever do a pilot check is whenever I'm like in space trying to land or take off.
Yeah.
You said with
Or
Dex,
Doc.
so that'd be a
Yeah.
+3.
In space. Yeah.
Well, that is what, 11 plus 3, 14.
There you go.
Just take off so smoothly.
All right. You're good. You're heading off into space. Start climbing.
Yeah, but also in the general direction of the site.
Yeah.
Or just over top of it.
Yeah.
And about halfway up, I'll switch controls over to Eamon.
Okay. Yeah, he comes over, sits down in the pilot seat.
And then I guess I'll go make another, I'll head to the thing and make another pilot check there.
Yeah, once everyone gets loaded in.
Yeah. That would be small
Eamon?
craft, correct?
Yes.
Eamon, anything gets bad, just shoot us a message and get out of here. We'll link back up.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, Lexian, let's roll out.
Okay.
Yeah, all 5 of you strap in on the ship's boat, and the hatch opens up, and ship's boat drops out. It's in the lower deck, it's at the bottom.
I don't know if it's necessary, but I'm gonna bring my GR90 and the cannon with me.
Okay.
Oh, I'm bringing my carbine for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
what
going
everyone else bring with them.
I'm going lethal loadout.
How about Jinx and 428? What are you bringing with you?
I'm bringing my standard array, my multi pistol, my standard revolver, and my shield.
Okay.
And my adventuring gear.
I think. Okay, I'm gonna bring my static blade, of course. My laser pistol. And not the rifle, that thing is huge. I will bring my fancy handgun. And I think the energy projector might be a little much, so I'm going to leave that behind too.
Okay.
So,
But
so
I
do
will
we
be
all
deadly.
So do we all imagine there's like a movie like arming up scene with just Jinx in the
Yes.
armory every time we
Yes.
leave?
Yeah.
Just goes in there, grabs all her gear. Yeah.
And she's walking around,
Yep.
just running her hands across the gun. She stops every once in a while past one. Not today, baby. Not today.
It's yeah.
I
it's,
feel like when she gets her weapons, she just like she gently like puts her hand over all the weapons she owns, and then has to decide like a buffet. Do I want this one? Do I want this one? It's great.
basically Nicolas Cage with Eleanor and Gone in 60 Seconds, just having
Yep.
a peaceful conversation with the guns. It's gonna be smooth,
I have never
quiet.
watched that movie.
Oh,
I
God.
need to, but
It's
anything
it's
Nicolas Cage, I'm down for. I love that man.
yeah. I used to love that movie. I mean, let's be honest, I still do. But yeah, it's I mean, it's the early 2000s Nicolas Cage movie. It's not great, but it's entertaining. Yeah. All right. Excellent. So let's get that piloting small craft check. Dex.
Piloting small craft with Dex. Let me get back to the correct page. Pilot.
It's gonna be kind
small
of difficult because you're launching from a ship
Dex.
in motion in atmosphere. But it's okay.
Okay.
You're a good
So
pilot.
I have a +2 with that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use 2 luck.
All right.
So I'd have a +4. Not that I needed it. That was a 9. So 13 again.
Nice. Yeah, you drop out and fire the engines at the right time and take off. And yeah, you're flying for a while, and you're all kind of like looking out the windows and just kind of watching the surface of Bexworld go by after like endless kilometers. And it's this like broken black rock, and at first it's interesting to watch like the bizarre landscape, because it's just like twisted dragons and spiked monsters because of like that it looks like, because it's this like congealed mess of this like broken stone, but eventually it just sort of starts to all kind of blur together. um, Finally, you fly through a rainstorm of black sooty water that stains the hull of your ship in inky gray, um, and then finally your ship descends toward the dig site. uh, you kind of have that passing thought, like, how did they even find this place? It looks like no different than any other, like, you've probably seen 1,000 of these like random openings as you've flown by. Um, Outside of the cave mouth, you see a little flattish area that is perfect for Lexian to set down in. Will you give me another piloting small craft check?
Boxcars. 14.
Nice. 14. All right. So this you see a little flash rock that, like, it's obviously what they use as a landing pad. There's supply crates, little pup tents in the shelter of a rocky overhang, and the cave mouth yawns wide like the maw of some tremendous beast. There's no one to the cave entrance. Presumably all the researchers and stuff are inside the cave. And yeah, you set the ship down, the ship's boat down.
Assuming
I
they
guess
got
Lexi.
radios down there.
Maybe.
What do you say, buddy? Crew have radios?
It's Denny.
Denny?
Danny.
Danny. Oh, Danny boy.
That's me. Yeah. Those things right here. He points to two like bright yellow poles topped with like an orange box of electronics that are like right outside the cave mouth. And those are the comb relays. You can tap into those, and yeah, and they carry communications in the cave. And yeah.
You care to make the introduction so we're not just some bunch of crazy strangers coming in here talking on their comms?
Sure thing. You got it. And he kind of puts his helmet back on, walks out, and kind of looks around, and walks over to the comms relays. opens one of the boxes and pulls a little cord from his suit, plugs in, and you can see him like holding the side of his helmet because he's talking and waiting. And he's waiting for a minute or two. What are you guys doing as he's trying to tap into the comms and trying to make contact?
I felt like it'd be good for us to survey. Do we want to run another life detection?
Let me double check something. I'm just gonna take a shot in the dark and say it hasn't been 3 hours, has it?
Probably.
Yeah, I think it has been.
Okay, so 3 hours plus 4, so 7 hours. Has it been 7 hours?
No.
Okay. Is there a number that I can get?
Another 3.
So 6 hours?
Yeah.
Okay, so I get
That's
3
wrong.
of my.
I think it's actually only been. It's only supposed to be. I think I said 6 originally. I think it's only supposed to be an hour's flight actually. After more than an hour's flight, so maybe 2. So I think it's only actually supposed to have been 2 hours flight outside of town.
Okay. So it
wrong to
has
begin
not
with,
been
yeah.
long enough for me to regain any psi.
Yeah, I was wrong to begin with.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is what I was checking. So yes, I can do that, but right now it's going to be not a very fun check. Let's go. Well, 9 plus 1, 10.
There you go. Still beat a 4.
Yeah, it's a 4-up check, and it's 5 kilometers, so.
Yeah, give me a sec. Yeah, the most not the most game breaking skill, but yeah, up there.
What are you
We use
talking
it a lot.
about?
Yeah,
We do.
I'm just seeing how deep these caves are because they are deep. But it's not the end of the world. It's not that bad. It's really
It's okay.
not. It's not that bad.
I can use one more psi to make it 500 kilometers.
You're fine.
Psionics is definitely broken.
Yeah.
Like
I
they
just
tried
wanna
to
know
make it
what that
balanced,
looks.
but
Yeah, and I want to know what the fuck that looks like for Lexian. Cause like it only lasts like 30, like 60 seconds at the most, and you're like seeing, like especially if you upcast it, you're seeing like everything within 500,000 kilometers, including bacteria.
yeah, 500. Yeah,
Yeah, it's insane.
at most I can get it up to 50,000 kilometers.
You can scan a whole planet.
Yeah. It can life detection
Funny.
is reasonably sophisticated and can distinguish intelligent beings from bacteria or unimportant animals in the area. It functions best in detecting intelligent minds. Shielded minds are undetectable. So there could be more down there. Or there could be some that I don't see.
There could be.
Now, as far as it being broken, I mean, you're a fucking Jedi. Being a Jedi is kind of broken.
Yeah.
So it makes sense thematically, and like it's not easy to be assigned. you looked into that shit a lot.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
They what's the book called too? Agents of the Imperium is like a traveler book too. And there's it's kind of weird, it's like an anthology or not an anthology. What do you call books where it's like just tons of vignettes that are well, but it's not. It's like I guess it is kind of an anthology. It's like tons of vignettes put together, but there's sort of a through line connecting them. I guess that's kind of an anthology, but there's like
They stick a bunch of Final Fantasy games together and call them an anthology. There's no fucking through
okay.
line with those.
Yeah. But there's like maybe two little vignettes where they go to Jordani space and uh they do a good job that it's not good. Like it's not it like sucks dealing with the Jordani and like the like having to deal with like scions. Like it's just like, oh, this is fun. This fucking sucks. Like it's just like this, yeah, like they're there and then it's just like, oh, I can no longer like I'm no longer in control of my body now, just randomly. Or like yeah.
You're basically like a gorilla or a monkey trying to interface with a human being, a
Yeah.
fully armed human being at that.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, this was my plan all along." And then the Johnny guy's like, "No, it was my plan all along." And you're like, "Oh, you fucking got me!" And it's like, "God damn it, Scion!" Yeah, and it's like, "Oh yeah, they are really powerful." Yeah, okay, it's not that deep. I mean, the cave's potentially the cave network. You don't know how big it is. But yeah, you can sense 6 lives, six people. You can sense 2 people about we'll call it like a kilometer and a half down, very very deep down underground, and then you can sense 4 more people that appear to be descending. There may be half a kilometer down underground. Don't quote me on those exact distances.
Well, looks like there's what you said, 6 people there.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully one of them is our doctor. I mean, not that we can't just verify by saying, "Hey, Danny, whatever your name is.
Danny
Do you
boy.
know if the doctor was here?"
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Would
Danny
there be any?
started heading back yet, or
Hmm?
has Danny started heading back to us yet, or is he still there, like waiting?
Yeah, he's there. He like kind of turns around and he's like, I'm that's yeah, I guess he's still waiting unless Jinx or 428 wanted to do anything while Lexium was looking using his life detect.
It appears I was muted. I don't. I think I want to wait for the light detect before I take any actions.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, he did the life detect.
Hmm. There was 6 people. Sorry, I
Mm-hmm.
zoned out.
6 people.
You said 2 descending and
Um.
2 at different depths.
4 descending, 2
Oh,
all the
4
way down at the
descending. Yeah,
bottom.
2. Okay.
Six total, 2 descending.
We didn't happen to see the other flying boat here, did we?
You do not.
No flying boat. Sorry, is there a name to the scientist we're looking for? Or a doctor?
Dr. Junie Volsang.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I guess we just gotta go in and find him. Imagine going through the cluster. Are the 4 people clustered together, or are they just spread throughout?
They're relatively close together.
Check out the 4 people first. More people, more
Well, I mean,
chances.
they're on the way down, so I don't know how we'd get to the other one first.
Oh, okay. I thought the 2 were going down.
Nope, 2 are already really
Um,
deep, and 4 are currently going down in the cave system.
Well, I mean, if they're actively going down and the others are further down, I just try to catch up to them.
Well, do we need to? I mean, if Danny Boy can make contact with them, maybe they'll just come back up.
Yeah, never hurts to do both. Make contact as we're heading over to them, unless we want to approach them from our ship's location.
I mean, have you seen that mouth of hell there? I'm honestly not in that big of a hurry to go in there.
I suppose. I suppose.
As you say that, Danny comes back. Yeah, I can't get a hold of them.
Can't get a hold of them?
There's no traffic whatsoever.
Is that normal?
He shakes his head. No, it's not. No.
Well then, guess we're not going to need to go in there. Have you been in before?
Yeah.
You don't know what's
yeah.
in there. Are you good to go in and guide us?
Yeah. For the doc. Yeah, I'm all right. I can do it.
All right. You stay close to 428 there. He's got a heck of a shield if anything was to happen to go down. I don't know what's going on in there. Just better to be prepared.
Yeah.
Everyone ready? I guess we're going in after all.
Yep, let's do this.
I'll
I
take
do
my
have
normal
my,
place at point.
I do have blah blah blah. What are they? A ton of glow sticks too. If things get hairy and power is cut short somehow.
I've got a cold light lantern too.
We're gonna have a rave down there.
Yeah. Danny kind of points at the crates and he's like, there's you've got he opens one of up. It's headlamps, helmets, ropes, crampons,
Excellent.
climbing gear. Yeah, if you need it.
Yeah, let's definitely take the step to climb through caving.
The foggy is what you brought with you, but we've got it if you've got it. It's right here.
I don't know about a whole lot about spelunking. Assume the lamps and the ropes would be helpful if nothing else.
He grabs one of the headlamps, sticks it on some ropes, and goes for it. Like leads the way.
I'll
Fucking-
grab a headlamp and I'm assuming that the ropes are in hoops. I'll grab one and throw it over my shoulder, I guess.
Yeah. So, map the game, Traveler. The way that this section is supposed to work, there is a table for, which I guess makes sense because you got Danny. So fair enough. He just leads you right there. So to get to the base camp, so he tells you, right, like, they've set up base camp, a little bit in the cave, but like there are tons of these lava tubes in this cave, and like he kind of lets, like, you guys are maybe 10 minutes into going down like through this lava tube, and he's like kind of looking around, and like you're beginning to wonder, like, does he know where he's going? And he starts to tell you, like, so you've only actually been in this bloody thing um once, but I think this is the right way. I think this is the right way. I've got a pretty good memory. Pretty good memory. So this will be just up ahead. And so as you guys like dive into the caves, meant to roll 2d6 on the table, and each time you roll, you get an additional DM +1. And oh no, it's actually, I did it wrong. It's but yeah, DM +1. But you got Danny, so yeah, I did it right. But you got Danny, so you got his DM +1. So you rolled a 13 on your first try, and so you guys find the base camp the first time. So you didn't have to run into any of the hazards. Look at that.
Hey,
So he leads you
that's good.
directly the right way. Yeah. And there you go.
Check you
Uh,
out,
Really
Danny. You
good
had it
tip
all
for
right.
free.
and he's like, oh, well, it's fucking lucky. This is
We'll take some luck right now.
it's my lucky day. Lucky day.
He takes some luck. He used all of his luck.
No kidding. And yeah, you let's see. So yeah, so you open up into a large cavern. It's illuminated by a glowing sphere attached to the high ceiling. There are like a half dozen tents there, as well as more supply crates, scientific equipment, and everything, even the globe in the ceiling, is splattered with blood. And it's clear people died here. Laser burns in the rock walls, torn hunks of human flesh bear testament to the carnage. Um, it is a grisly, grisly scene.
Is this before the people that we saw, Lexian detected, or are
Yes,
they deeper down still?
they're deeper down.
So I'm gonna make the assumption that the two people at the bottom are part of this team, and the four people descending are the people who killed everyone else up here. I think we need to be moving fast, guys.
I would agree.
It's a reasonable point.
Yeah. You guys gonna look around at all, or just move on?
I think we could spare a minute to look around.
Yeah, let's make it quick, but a quick survey just to see what we've got for. There's got to be bodies around here if there's blood around here.
Why don't we get one recon check and one investigation check?
I have recon at 0, and
With int for both of them.
I have investigate at 2, so I have a +3
Damn.
on investigate.
Wow.
Go for that.
Yeah.
I'd have a +3 on recon.
All right, well I'll do the investigate check. 8, 11.
11. Okay, for the
13.
investigate. Nice.
Yes.
So the investigate check, you see two bodies, and then you're looking around, and you kind of, as you're investigating, piece together, like not physically, you don't have to like pick them up and grab them, but you're like, you're tracking the like viscera and the pieces. You can put together again visually a third. So it looks like there's a third body. Two of the people look like you can see laser burns, but this third body, it looks like they were like torn to shred, like torn to pieces. You can see claw marks in some of the like remaining pieces, but not only does it look like they were like something with sharp claws tore into them, but also like incredible strength just like ripped this person apart. This. And then with the recon check, you notice Gino that there are communications relays on either side of the camp as well. Again, those on the side closer to the surface have been blasted with lasers and disabled, cutting anyone deeper in the cave off from the surface. But the one on the opposite side is still intact, and you all get on your like through kind of your comms. You start to hear a little bit of static and then a little bit of noise as you hear, this is Volsung, calling base camp. Can you hear me? We're showing a functional relay network, so you should be receiving this. Hello? Stiv. They're not receiving. The whole grid must be screwy.
Danny, answer the doctor, please.
He gives you a nod. So, it's Danny, and then you can hear Danny. What the hell are you doing there? And he kind of gives her a bit of a starts to give her a bit of a rundown, and she goes, "Never mind that. Just we're at the bottom of the big stairs. Just follow markers, and you'll find us." And then as she's like finishing the sentence, the line cuts off and goes dead. And so does the signal.
We gotta go, guys.
Yeah, definitely.
And this goes without saying, but guns at the ready.
Yeah, I haven't really got one.
I'll pull my pistol out of the holster. Take my sidearm for now. That way you got something.
He holds it. Like,
Never shot one before.
not really, but I mean, I guess this ends at prick trying to
Let
kill
me
me,
give
right?
you a crash course, and I will go over and try to like quickly tell him the ins and out, point this in that way, and like a basic like hold to where he can aim kind of okay.
Yeah, you do. He gets the idea at least. He knows how to shoot it, but yeah,
You only start pulling that trigger if you need to save you protect your life. We'll handle it otherwise.
yeah, all right. Otherwise, I'll duck and dive.
Exactly.
Yep. Like I said, if you stay close to 428, his shield can give you and him cover.
Got you covered.
The apples and pears is just down here. And he leads you to the big stair.
Well,
So they just we just walk down this thing?
He chuckles. No, exactly. He's,
What?
and he says, not exactly. You kind of get to this cliff face, and you look down, and like it is a cliff, and that is like a sheer drop into just yawning darkness.
This is the big
What?
stair. That first step's a doozy.
There you go. Yeah, that's for sure. And if one of you is brave enough to look over the edge, you can see 4 lights in the darkness far below, and they're kind of just like descending down. But as
Are they like by ropes or?
it's hard. It's too far to tell.
Would you say they're within
And
500 meters?
yeah.
Oh, hey, I could shoot them.
I think I can
Let's
reach them with my carbine too. Do we want to shoot first and ask questions later though?
Yeah, do we want to confirm who they are before we fire?
Sorry, no, my thought was just like, hey, if it's within 500 meters, we can always shoot first, ask questions later. But that's the range on my growler,
Mm.
the GR90.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danny also lets you know that like every 100 meters or so down the cliff, there's a convenient kind of ledge. Yeah. And it leads down to what Dr. Vol's saying, where basically where their dig site was, where they were finding a lot of the ancients' artifacts.
So we're repelling then.
Yeah.
I look around. Anybody got repelling experience?
Since I was a pirate, would I have maybe jumped from ship to ship or anything that would be even close to any kind of repelling experience?
I mean, it's gonna be a dex check.
But could I add pirate?
No.
Damn it.
Good
Then
try,
I
though.
will just thank you. I mean, you never know. Pirate is
Yeah,
vague in
yeah.
some things.
It is.
I
That's
will
true.
just let Gino know. No. I mean, I might be good at it, but no, I've never. No.
Oh,
Well, I
skill.
guess it's a race. Let's see who can get down there the quickest without going splat.
I mean,
Are you
I
leaving
could
like
just
your
chuck you
lamps
off
and
the
headlights
edge.
and things on?
What's that?
You're keeping your headlights and lamps and things on?
I think we have to.
Yes.
Do they have like lighting set up going down there, or is the headlamp set?
No. If you turn your lights off, I mean, the people presumably below won't be able to see you, but you'll be doing it in complete darkness.
Yeah, I think we're gonna need lights.
Okay.
So I think you're pretty spent anyway, but before we do this, Mr. Space Magic, you don't have any like jump 100 meters down and not take damage sort of skills, do you?
I do. I can't use
You
it,
say
but I can.
fucking Space Magic.
I have flight. It's telekinesis. I have a 0 in that, which would be a -1. But it costs 5 psi. I have 4. So I can't do it right now.
Well, yeah, let's start heading down. The more we talk, the further ahead they're getting. And I'd rather them not shoot the doctor.
Give me a sec. I'll be right back. Before you guys.
That's fine. I'll run to the restroom.
Why am I just imagining the scientist like tripping and falling and shooting himself? Like
I mean, you're
what
not the only one. That's
what
what I envision. That's why I was like, no, you point it this way and do this thing.
uh what in World War Z? There's a scene where the guy trips going up the ramp onto like the helicopter or the plane or whatnot, and just shoots himself in the head because he's running with his finger on the trigger
Jeez.
in the rain, slips on the thing, drops
I
and pops
still
himself.
haven't seen that movie, and I don't know if I will ever see the movie because I hear it's nothing like the book, and the book is
Much
that's
better.
my pizza. The book
Have-
is fantastic. Like the book is one of the best books I've read in a while. And if the movie's not even gonna like touch on how good that book was, I don't know if I want to watch it. Maybe I don't need to watch it. Like the Borderlands movie, I don't need to watch it, but I'm gonna watch
They
it
didn't
in a
need to
way that I
create
don't
it.
have to give them money because of how horrible it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, 428.
Yep.
What's your int?
11. So +1.
Okay.
Also, gonna go get my pizza. Be right back.
Lexian,
Yeah,
what's your int?
my int is 9, I believe. Yeah.
Okay. Gino.
So +1.
My int is 13, so +2.
13. Nice. Okay. Jinx. Grabbing pizza.
Speaking of, so have any of you guys ever seen I'ma Get You Sucker?
No.
I don't think so.
Okay, that's a movie you need to see. It's an old 80s blaxploitation movie. But there's a whole loadout scene where they're all getting geared up, ready to go take down the big bad. And Isaac Hayes is in the movie. And he's doing the joke load up scene where he's shoving like 5,000 guns into holsters and in his boots and everywhere else. And then they all go to leave, and he takes one step and he slips on a bullet that's on the floor, falls down, and all of the guns go off and kill him.
No.
Wow, I came in at an interesting point in that conversation. My int is an
yes.
8, in case you were wondering.
Thank you.
Since you were
Perfect.
asking when I left, yeah.
I appreciate it.
There's a scene in it too where this dude, if I remember right, he gets out of prison and he was a pimp. So he's going to go right back to pimping, but he's been in prison for like 20 years or something. So he comes out in his like purple velvet pimp suit with platform heels, and the platforms are glass and have little goldfish in them. And he's strutting down the road thinking he's hot, and everybody starts laughing at him and making fun of him. And then one of his shoes breaks and he steps on a goldfish, and
Wow.
Chris Rock's in it too. He's like super young in the movie.
Hmm. I still can't get over Kevin Hart as Roland. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Why?
What?
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. it's
Kevin
the most
Hart is
random-
Roland in the
You
Borderlands
mean like
movie.
gunslinger Roland?
Yeah. Big.
Yeah,
Big, tall,
big,
buff Roland.
beefy,
Yeah.
like kick-ass Roland is Kevin Hart.
Yeah. None
The
of the.
fuck?
I think most of the
I-
casting
Yep.
is off. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, Jack Black as Claptrap can't be that bad.
Yeah.
But the Kevin Hart, I can't even like. Roland isn't like that, and they just went with it. And
Yeah.
Kate Blanchett, I'm pretty sure I got her name right, is the siren
Yeah,
lady that I
siren.
do not remember her name.
Lilith.
Yes, thank you. Which seems better, but I don't know.
Or she's just phoning in her performance the whole time.
I would
She's,
not
like,
be
the most-
surprised.
the like least charismatic of any Kate Blanchett performance.
Oh,
Now
God.
that was one of those. The moment it was announced, I was like, "Well, that's gonna suck."
Yeah, I guess there's no way
Yeah.
this turns out good. This turns out good. Yeah.
And well, I waited for reviews, and when they mentioned there was only one fancy gun, I said, "This is not a Borderlands movie. Where are all the guns?" It says, "No,
Yeah.
just one." that barely gets used. It's like, well, nope, no, thank you.
Give me my bajillion guns.
Yes,
Yeah,
my
that's
like
the
50
point of the game,
trillion
yeah.
guns that you get in vending machines that have ridiculous names and scream at you. That is what I want. But no, you don't get that. You get normal guns, which is stupid.
All right, let's go for it. So you're all going down.
Heck yeah.
And we're
It's
yelling
going
timber.
Bring
down,
a
just
fire.
like the song.
All right, can I get some dex checks?
Athletics decks or just straight decks?
It says straight dex, but I'll take athletics dex.
Okay, I mean,
cool.
it's a +1 for me anyway.
Yeah, let's do athletics dex.
11.
With dex.
Same here, 11.
How's 5?
5.
I got an 8.
Oh man,
Somebody's gonna be
428 is gonna splat.
No, he's okay.
It's
think
okay,
uh,
I'm Michael.
So it takes you 5 minutes. It takes you guys 5 minutes to get to the first ledge, 100 meters down. But so Lexi and Gino, Jinx, you're all moving quicker, and you're kind of you're jumping and rappelling, right? And you're doing these kind of little jumps where you're not going super far out from the cliff face. You're just kind of jumping and dropping pretty quickly, like coming back in, jumping, dropping pretty quickly. Whereas 428 and Danny are both kind of pushing out pretty far from the cliff face, coming back in, pushing out pretty far from the cliff face, and as the two of you kind of push out, you uh we kind of see this from Lexi and Gino and Jinx from your perspective, that the two of them jump out and then gravity almost seems to shift around the two of them, and the two of you feel it as if again, gravity just seems to shift. You get that just sickening stomach churning feeling where it's just everything becomes topsy-turvy and you almost want to, well, I guess you know the stomach, so you just your whole body feels topsy-turvy. So take it as it is. You don't even have to puke because you don't puke. The digestive tract to puke. You just feel all wrong. Every part of your body feels wrong, and you get all messed up. Gravity turns upside down and then it's sideways as the two of you get slammed into this wall, and you both take 6 damage, but you don't drop to your doom or anything like that.
We wouldn't want
Ew.
Doom to drop to himself.
No, it's true.
Yeah.
Remind me how damage is calculated?
Goes to
I think
endurance
it's coming from
first,
your- Yep.
Got it.
and then once your endurance is gone, you start taking from one of the other two at your discretion.
But
you-
if they 2 get to 0, then you require surgery. I think it's right? Yeah.
Yeah, and if you have it from 3, it's also worse if you have damage to all 3 versus if you have damage to just 2.
And
Isn't it you go unconscious if you take damage to the third one or something like that? Or I can't remember.
You look at healing real quick. Man, I forget. We're new to this game. We've only been playing for like a month here.
There's
Yeah.
only a rule or two to try and remember, though.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's only
A rule or
there's
10,000.
It's such a simple game. Yeah. Uh, oh my gosh.
Healing. Oh no, I'm sorry. 3 is when they have
It's
when
surgery.
they require surgery, and that's
Yeah.
after first aid.
Yeah. And 2 to 0 is unconscious,
Okay.
I think. Yeah. All right, cool. That sounds right. So you take 6.
Okay.
And then you drop to that. You both drop to that that ledge that everyone else is on, and you are both disoriented. You're both kind of like out of it for the next 15 minutes.
I'll how much
10
longer
minutes, sorry.
how much
Not
longer
15
after that happened did it take for us to get down?
You were both like down already by the time they hit the ground, or the three of you were down already by the time they hit the ground.
So, but that was pretty soon after they took the hit, right?
Yeah.
I'll immediately then jump to, I guess, 428 to do first aid.
Okay.
And I'll just yell back at Lexian and Jinx. We can't let them get further ahead. If you guys move on, I'll get them treated, and then we'll head out.
Okay.
Let's head on then.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. Will you give me another athletics dex check?
Another 11.
Nice.
I am going to use 2 luck points just to be safe.
I need to copy my equipment over. I keep having to go back.
I got a
over.
12.
Nice. So you two, having seen, your friend get like, and it's
Pancaked,
weird,
pretty
right?
much.
Like that was weird, right? He was just in the air, and then all of a sudden, it's like, yeah, it's like he glitched, right? He just was like, boom, into the wall. And Lexian's like, I'm the only space wizard here. What the fuck happened? Like, I didn't do that. And then he fell. Yeah, he got pancaked, but he also just got like ragdolled. And so you're both moving down really slowly. So it's gonna take you 25, 20, 30 minutes. Fuck math. I can't do math today. 6 times 20, 6 times 5 is 30. The easiest fucking times table too. Is the 5s. I guess 2s are pretty, but anyway. 30 minutes. So I was wrong when I said they were disoriented for 15 minutes. They're only disoriented for 10 minutes. So Lexian and Jinx are only 10 minutes into their repelling by the time 428 and Danny start to come to. Gino, did you do your medic check?
I did. I rolled box cars, so that's 12 plus 3 plus 3. That's 18 plus another one. 19? Yeah. Yeah, 19. So
That's first aid
the
work?
effect
Is
would
the
be
effect?
full health then.
Okay. So
Yeah.
so 428, you get your. How do you apply first aid to a news guy? But I don't know. You do it. Yeah.
Fix a flat.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. You know, you get a patch kit. Yeah. You
Come
put
on,
some
dude,
soapy,
shot.
you put some soapy water on him to find the leak. Yeah. And yeah, you patch him up, and he's good. You're good.
It says you have to apply first aid within 1 minute, so I'm assuming
Yeah.
if I do first aid to him, I can't do first aid to Danny.
I think so. Yeah.
I'll look at Danny. It's up to you, Danny. If you want to stay here, I know you're hurt now. We'll head on down.
Anything for Dr. Volstein.
All right.
For the good doctor.
Keep yourself careful. The other two are already ahead of us.
All right. And yeah, let's get those athletics dex checks. Luckily,
You
I feel
got
like
it,
I'm
428. You could do it.
I mean,
I
it can't
believe
be a
in you.
5 again, right?
yeah, right.
That's
Yeah,
fucking
Danny does it. Danny does it this time.
Yeah, it's another 5.
Is it really?
Die.
God damn.
Yeah.
I think I'm throwing my other 2 luck
Wow.
into this one just to be a little better.
I'm like, it
Oh,
can't happen
glad I
2
did.
times.
I got a
Also,
9.
freakishly enough, the same number rolled on the same die as last time too.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Do you have a dice
Actually-
jail you could put these dice in?
Oh no, I thought Danny's actually got it. He's got
I
a
had like
minus
16
X.
sets in this cycle.
Shit, no, Danny
Oh,
fails. What's
jeez.
wrong? Danny fails.
Oh no.
Fails? Oh no.
Yeah, Danny also fails. I was wrong. He's got a -1 to his dex. Okay, so but it only takes you guys 20 minutes. So you're down there with what was it? 10 and they were 60, so they had 50 minutes left, and then 20, so that's 30. So you were down there and they still have 30 minutes to go. So you just like fly past them. And then like Gino like flies past them on his rope. He's just like sliding down his rope like it's a fireman's pole. And then here come good old Gino or no 428 and Danny, who they just like go to step off the cliff. And as you're taking that first, like, looking back over the cliff, you try to take that first step, and another one of those like weird
Gravitational
like
anomaly.
exactly, it happens.
Ugh.
And you're just launched backwards and you just go "Wah!" and fall all 100 meters and fuck another 6.
Alright.
You take another 6 wounds or 6 damage.
Okay, I healed the previous one.
Yeah. I think I'm not gonna have Danny do
Do
that.
you
so
have
he's gonna
another
do
can of Fix-A-Flat there, Gino?
Can I do back-to-back?
Can you?
first
I don't
aid?
think you can do first aid. Yeah, twice in a row.
Can you do it to Danny though?
I could do Danny
And heal
No,
him
it
up.
looks like you can do first aid over and over again. I think you just can't heal more than the damage that happened then. Like if I get an effect, like if I heal Danny and I get an effect of 9, he
It's
can still
just the
only
damage
heal
you
at
took.
6. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
How's
Yeah.
he
So
looking?
he lands. Like. So it's a real what in a vacuum, a metal ball and a feather falling the same rate, where you and your 2 friends are all falling down the same speed. Your fireman pulling your rope and they're both just like dropping. Whereas you land perfectly on your feet, the 2 of them, I guess you're using your rope just to slowly descend, but somehow it takes you all it takes the 2 of you 10 minutes or 20 minutes. And oh man, he looks bad. Like he lands, you're like looking at him, and he like coughs and he spits blood out on the like inside viz screen of his helmet. As he's looking rough. Like he's alive and he's gonna be alive, but he's just like he's looking bad.
Where we landed, what's like, is there another ledge we have to go down? Are we at the bottom?
Let me double check.
This is only 2.
There's only 2. I think there are 4.
There are 4.
I might say leave
No, I think
those
there's-
2 up there.
Yeah, I'm going to supply first aid to Danny. And strongly suggest that this time he stays where he at. And maybe 428 stays with them.
You 2
Yeah,
have
more-
0 luck in repelling. Hey Doom, what's your dex score?
5.
5? You have a -2? Or is that a -1?
That's a -1, but I have athletics trained at 1, so it's a net 0.
Oh, it's a lot. So it's over a kilometer. Oh man, yeah, it's over a kilometer in height, and this is only every 100 meters. So
Oh, so there's 10 of them.
there's at least we'll say there's 10 of them. Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Danny's not
Um,
making it to this
yeah.
fucking- the rest of
428
this
did it
and
way.
once or
Danny are
twice.
going to die by the fifth one.
Yeah, Danny's
So
good. Danny might not make it on the next one. Yeah.
Well, he gets all his health back because I rolled just one worse than I did on.
Danny. I mean, he gets
Oh.
back the health he
He gets
Danny
the
or
6.
428.
Yeah.
he just lost.
Yeah, he gets back the 6 he lost on this one. Yeah. So he's
Oh man.
man, he's so he like
They're-
he's like I think I think I could give it one more go.
Dude, are you sure? Like, we've got a lot of these to go down still. I don't know what the hell's going on. There's some freaky shit going on, but things are not going well for you. You were 428 either one.
I'm not feeling that gravity shift. Man, I don't know how y'all climbing down so quickly.
I'm not feeling any gravity shifts. I'm and I Lexian and Jinx are still coming down, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They got another like
So
20
we should be on
minutes.
our third or fourth one now, right? Shouldn't we?
No, that was only your second roll.
Yeah, but like in the time wise, technically, because they've been taking 20 minutes per.
No, it's 1d times 5 minutes to go down, and I rolled a 6 for your for the time frame on your second roll, so which was
Oh,
30
30.
minutes.
Oh,
Yeah. So yeah, no. So you should be down about now. You should
Yeah.
actually no. So I was wrong. So you should have gotten down just as they touched down. You should have all touched down at the same time. Yeah, yeah. You should have all touched down at the same time. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'll just
Seeing that,
I'll
I'll
just
be
look
just
at
like, don't,
yeah.
just stop. You're gonna kill yourself.
Lexian, 428 saying something about feeling gravity go all wonky on him. I ain't feeling any of those effects. Are you?
I haven't. No.
Um, would you know anything about this? Wink, wink, nod, nod, nudge, nudge.
You already called him a space wizard in front of
Yeah,
Danny.
No, that's right.
you've already done that. So like, yeah,
Yeah.
no.
No,
Uh,
didn't I say that? Oh no, I
You
did say
did.
that when we were
You
in the
did it.
cave, didn't I?
You did it right next to when Danny was standing right next to you at the top of the at the top of the stairs.
Fuck it. Yeah. Is this fucking space magic?
it might be, but I haven't felt anything different. Is there something here that I should be attuned to yet? Cause like, do you want
No.
like?
Can
Obviously,
you
there's a reason that the doctor's down here, and we know it's related to the artifacts. Could I make just a straight psionics check to see if I feel anything like around me weird? I know that that kind of sounds like clairvoyance and the stuff that goes on there, like sense.
you're asking if there's a disturbance in the force?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah. Can I make it? Can I make a disturbance in the force check?
I feel like there's a skill for that, right? There's got to be a size.
Yeah, that's why I'm like it sounds like clairvoyance, like sense, basic power to sense things at some point in the distance. Like it's like traveler will become aware of the most rudimentary characteristic of the location when applying this ability.
I think that would be appropriate. I think a sense
But
check would be
yeah,
the yeah.
unfortunately I don't have clairvoyance at all, so I can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the issue. I think
Okay.
I think that's the thing is I think some scions are better at like reaching out and finding out what like what if there is like sort of something psionically going on around them, they sort of can tap into that energy, and you
I
just
can't
don't
even have like
that,
I don't have a psionic gut check.
yeah, yeah, it's gut check time. but not for but not for old Lexian. Yeah,
A psionic vibe check.
yeah. Vibes are negligible. Yeah.
Okay. Darn. I ain't getting no
Yeah.
weird vibes out here.
We've got a bunch more of these to go down.
No, it sounds like 3 of us have a bunch more of these to go down. Sounds like 2 of us are going to sit here and do fuck all.
Yeah, I can't make the decision for you, Danny, or you 428, but I just this is not going well. You guys are both already injured. You could end up getting killed going down many more of these.
Well, we can at least cover the people ascending up. I kind of like take a peek over to see, or you know what? I take a glow stick and I just like toss it down just to watch and see how far down we have to go. I'm like, yeah,
Well, it's
no,
just gonna hit it'll just hit the next ledge anyway, won't it? 100 meters down.
To do
Depending
what?
on how thick that ledge is and
If he
how far he
dropped a
throws it
glow
out.
stick,
Yeah. I mean, you could throw it, but it might. You don't know what will happen.
It might loop back and hit him in the head with the weird gravity that he's experiencing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
I don't want to make him
I don't
take
know about-
1d8 bludgeon damage or something.
I don't know about y'all,
Kills him.
but
Sticks in his eye. Yeah. Doesn't stick in his eye.
I'm
It
gonna-
goes over his shoulder. It sticks in Danny's eye. Breaks through his helmet. Kills Danny. Yeah.
I don't know about y'all, but whatever gravity is going on around here, it's hitting me real bad. So I think I'm just gonna have to hunker down and keep in touch with y'all.
You're experiencing the
sounds
real
good.
gravity of the situation. All right, let's go.
I jump.
You jump, no rope. You're just like, all right, I'm out. Peace. Uh,
Yeah, we'll just stay here and cover and keep comms if anyone's coming down or coming up.
Mm.
I may not be able to go down or probably up very well, but I can guarantee that no one else can.
You two ready to do this again?
yep.
Yep.
All right. Go for it.
9.
Have an 8.
13.
Damn.
Nice. Takes you guys 25 minutes, but you get down to the next ledge.
So we have what, 7 or 6 more to go right now.
Yeah.
We've done 3. We have 7 more.
You've done 3.
Do you want us just to roll 7 times in a row real quick?
Depends on if you fail, want to see what happens.
Okay.
Let's go for the next one.
Nine.
11.
12.
So, 10 minutes.
Woohoo!
Go for
Damn,
the
we
next
were
one.
quick. 9 again.
10.
8.
Ooh, 30 minutes.
Ah.
We're halfway, right?
That
Yeah,
should
that
be
was fine.
halfway. 10.
We s- At this point, are we seeing anything when we look down? Or is it still just all darkness?
Still darkness. You see the headlights still descending below you.
Are we catching up on them at all?
Maybe a little bit.
Well, we're halfway, guys. Ready for the next one?
We can do it.
I think I rolled that
8.
already.
Another 13.
Yeah, I had rolled a
Alright.
10.
Yeah, you guys fly down that one 5 minutes.
Holy shit!
Damn.
Yeah.
I was just like diving off.
Yeah, you just like you wrap the rope around your back and just leap of faith it. Cool. Next one.
7.
11.
Oh. 5.
Oh no.
All right. It takes you 5 minutes again. You're like, yeah, you got this. Gino gets a little overconfident. And it's Gino's turn to experience what malfunctioning gravity feels like as he gets slammed against the wall and the opposite wall of this cavern, and then all of a sudden the floor of the next ledge, and he takes only two damage.
If only we had
Gimp.
somebody else who knew medic.
Yeah. Well, I think
Or wait, no,
Jinx does.
first aid. Does she have
I mean,
first aid
I'm
or
a
does she have
2
medic?
medic.
Yeah.
I have first aid. I'm a medic.
I don't think there's a difference.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is there
I
not?
for
Oh.
some reason thought there was a first aid thing.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's part of
Then
medic.
yeah, there.
You can, if you grab my first aid kit, you can use it. It gives you an extra +3.
I will grab the first aid kit and try to first aid for the first time ever on Gino. Let's hope it goes well.
With int.
Not gonna lie, I kind of thought it just did 6 damage. I didn't realize it was a scale.
Yeah, it was D6, just one D6. Yeah.
Oh,
I was
great.
rolling. I was just rolling really unfortunately for you. Yeah, sorry.
I
Okay.
heard that happen. I'm like, oh man, he's like our lowest endurance, and I heard a 2. I'm like, what?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, so the rocks up at the top are all spiky. The rocks down here are kind of smooth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're actually made out of pillows down here. I don't know what's going on. But,
Okay, so I rolled a 6 plus my medic is 2, and then you said +3 for your first aid.
Yep.
Yep. So that's an 11.
That'll give me my 2 points back. So
Woo! And then when I'm
Nice.
done, I'll be like, "Did I do it right, Gino?" I mean, I've practiced, but I've never actually done it before.
I'll rub myself. I think you did a fine job. You're doing good at this.
Thanks. Yay!
You can be a bedside. You can be my nurse surgery time anytime.
Excellent.
Okay, 4 to go.
All
And
right.
this gravity stuff, definitely not normal. I definitely think this is targeted.
Okay. 11 for me.
12.
Don't you dare, Josh. Don't you dare roll low.
A 6.
6, you're good.
Sweet.
Oh, okay.
20 minutes. So you have
6
found
was the limit too.
you have found the difficulty. You had just failed. You literally like just failed both times. I think you rolled a 5 both times.
Failed by 1 and took max damage both times. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. I think Danny failed badly the first time, but he failed by 1 the second time as well.
Oh man.
And also took max damage. All right, and 3 more. Next
11
one.
again.
9.
10.
Nice. 15 minutes.
All right.
Next up.
14.
7.
I just made it.
Just made it.
Yeah, 6.
Nice. That was 25 minutes.
All
Last
right.
one, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Are they down on the ground when we look over?
You can't see their lights when you look over.
Do we think they shut them off and are waiting for us, guys? Before we head down here, I think we need a plan.
Hmm.
I mean,
You,
my gun,
you didn't
instead of being
happen to.
slung to my back now, is going to be slung to my front so that I can easily reach it and grab it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, why would they turn the lights off though, unless there's
If
something
this
down
is
here?
if this is space magic, they might be able to sense us well enough to do something if we try to come down, especially if our headlamps are on and theirs are off. It doesn't matter if they're in the dark.
Hmm.
They could be laying in wait.
Did you want another one of those? Because I'm running kind of low.
No. I mean, maybe. Well, if they're space wizards, they can just block it anyway, right?
If their minds are shielded, they're undetectable. Then yes. But if they're not and they just went into like a tunnel or something, then I would still know. But I've already detected them, and and they weren't shielded, so I don't think they're psionic. At least
Well,
if there's a party
unless
of
there's
only
more
4.
people, unless there's more than 4 people.
Yeah.
Or they could have walked into like a shielded dome or something. We have no idea what's down here.
Well, I've already found 2 other people down here on this level, right?
Hmm.
How about you go ahead and try one more time?
All
We'll head
right.
down afterward.
It's 4 up, and I have a -1. Let's do it. Well, hold on, I lost a die. No, I did say 4 up, right? -1, 9, -1, 8.
8. Okay. Yeah, it looks like they have taken cover. So like the at the bottom of the big stair is a warren of like smaller caves and structures that kind of spread off in various different directions. But there's like a small central shaft, and uh, but they look like they have taken cover off into like one or two or like 2 of the little caverns that like kind of fork off in one direction, kind of hiding out a little ways, so you can't see them directly. But with your life sense, you can kind of you can pick them out.
Then over the Neuralink, I will kind of point them out. Second question, where are the other 2?
They are off in probably the opposite direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll point over there and through the Neuralink say 4 over there, and then say
Do we turn our
2 over
lights
there.
off and go down dark? Just take it slow.
I would say so.
And as you guys look around too, because you're at the last thing, so it's like 100 meters up. You're in this like large central shaft. As well, like looking around the walls of this big shaft, there are like pyramidal temples and strange ovoid buildings that are protruding from the walls all over the sides of the shaft, hanging there like the nests of improbable stone-eating wasps. So they're just like these, they're these like big, ovoid kind of built like stone sort of structures that just like wasp nests that are just hanging from the walls of this shaft.
I'm gonna record my Neuralink.
Yeah. You can all see them.
Take
Everyone can see them. Yeah,
it,
with their
Did
headlamps.
you detect any life forms in those things?
No,
I
he
did not detect anything other than those 6 life forms down below us. 4 to
Okay.
one side, 2 to the other.
Giant wasps don't sound like fun, so maybe those are not actually wasps' nests.
No,
Maybe they're
no,
giant
just kind of, that's
psionic
what they
shielded
remind you
wasps.
of. Yeah.
Psionic. They're
Psionic shielded
space
wasps.
magic
That's
Yeah.
At that point, I would just
That's
say,
been
you
what
know
the
what?
whole
No rope. I'm
gravity thing
falling.
has been.
Yeah. This wasp's going by really fast.
Yeah, I'd say we turn off our lights and we head down.
I'm assuming that ups the difficulty of the rappelling if we turn off our lights.
Most likely. Turn it from a
Yeah.
what 6 to probably an 8,
Maybe
Do-
more, maybe less.
maybe even a
Do
10.
we take longer? Rappel slow?
Yeah, you can take longer, repel slower.
And that would go to what?
D times 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it would be. I thought it was supposed to be hours then.
Oh, give me a sec.
No, I think
I
it's
I-
hours after 10 minutes.
I've got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just reading. I can find. Did you guys? This is spoiler alert. Okay, I'll just go with it. Yeah, you're good. D times 5 minutes isn't even on the list, so it does go D 10 minutes to D hours.
I mean, we can't take 6 fucking hours to go down this mountain either.
No, I'll go. Let's double it. Yeah, D5 to D or D times D 1D times 5 to 1D times 10. I think is fine.
Okay.
Just double it.
Yeah.
Okie
That
dokie.
sounds
Which
fair.
means it could be, which means it could be an hour. It could take you an hour to get down. So like they could slink off and easily go find the doctor in that time though. Like an hour is a long time, and you're not gonna know how long it's gonna take before you roll.
It's either going to take
it will.
10 minutes or like an hour.
An hour. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And if we do a short, it could take 5 to 30 minutes.
yeah.
But
30
there's
minutes.
a higher chance of us failing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm okay with a higher chance of failing.
Me too.
I mean, I haven't taken any damage.
I mean, technically, I'm at full health now, so.
And I could
I mean-
always med kit you or medicine you again.
Well, we may be
Hey.
in a combat situation when we get down there, so there may be
That's
none
true.
of that.
Yeah. So, I say we just turn off our lights and hope that it's a D8 or that it's 8 up instead of 6 up. Or yeah, hope it's an 8 up instead of
Yeah.
like a 10 up or something.
Right.
Oh, so you're gonna do it? Yeah, you're gonna turn off your lights, but then go down at the normal
Yep.
speed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Not that I needed it.
All right.
That's 13.
Mine is a 6.
11.
Oh, no.
I've had one dice that has not rolled lower than a 4 this entire time, and it has been
Well,
marvelous.
the 2 big shooters are still good to go, so unless
Yeah.
it's a 12 up or some shit.
No. You said 11 for Jinx.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So, as you're repelling, you were all going down pretty quickly because you're like, we need to, you do talk. You're like, okay, yeah, we should go down. We should, we should do it quietly. We should do it with our lights off, but we need to do it quickly. So let's do it. So you all turn your lights off, and then you like jump off the ledge and start going, and then you hear kind of echoing out through the caverns, and it probably echoes all the way up to 428, and Danny can hear it. You hear kind of like the reedy voice of like a 12-year-old kid. Dr. Volsang, I am Bevenshaw, and I am a great admirer of your work. I want your ancient detector technology, and I want it now. If you come out, I'll spare the rest of your team. Otherwise, this place will be your grave, Dr. Volsang.
Oh, great, little Hitler.
I was gonna say, I feel like we're in an Indiana Jones movie.
Yep, that's exactly what I thought.
It's little
It-
Balak. Little Balak ate a bug.
Yeah.
And,
It belongs in a museum.
And as he finishes, you hear boom, oh, as Gino hits the ground and takes four damage.
I have some endurance left. One, to be precise.
Some is better than none.
Jinx, can you start mending him while
I got it.
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna comms over. Was that a kid?
Yeah.
Like a megaphone? How can I hear him? Are y'all at the bottom now?
Yeah. We are.
You don't sound too great, Gino. Took a tumble yourself?
Uh-huh.
Some gravity got you?
No, the darkness did.
That do it too.
the subtle echo effect that happens through Doom's mic is amazing there.
Yes, it was perfect.
It was perfect. It was beautiful.
So actually, Lexian, I think Dr. Volsang and her coworker, they are, so like I said, they are on the opposite side of like this big, the like this big kind of like cavern in this at the bottom of the shaft, but they're not like deep in, at the end of another tunnel. They're like close to another entrance, but they are also hiding, definitely.
Don't worry about me, Jinx. We should make our way over toward them.
Okay, whatever you say. So we hear this guy like yelling about this.
Mhm.
They're hiding. I'll turn to Alexian. Should we knock out those people
I didn't
that
bring
were
anything
talking?
non-lethal.
I think I have to think about it. I
Did you
mean,
did
I
you
could always
guys
pull out.
see that camp up there? I don't think non-lethal's a concern.
okay,
They,
because I didn't bring anything non-lethal either.
well, it
Whoops.
also looked like an animal ripped something apart up there. So
Yeah, well, that and then there's freaky gravity stuff going on. I don't know what we're up against other than Nazi child.
well, I mean, it is dark down here, so you cannot see him.
Yeah. Oh my god. It took me a minute.
I mean, I could always pull out the cannon and shoot an explosive round into the rock above him and just collapse the tunnel.
I feel like I should have brought the flamethrower.
Be one way to light the place up.
Damn it. Yeah, but too late. I didn't
Yeah,
think
but
I'd need it.
if you would have had a fall like me with a giant flamethrower tank attached to
You
you,
would have
been
exploded.
bad pink.
Yeah. Okay, that's smart. I'm glad I didn't bring it.
How
I
about
mean,
we get over to Dr. Volsang first?
hmm. I mean that could work. I can't really see. So I'll like grab one of theirs like shirts so they can lead me because I know for a fact a racial thing of mine is I see even worse in the dark. So I'm just
Mhm.
going to like hold on to one of them and they can like lead me to where they're going.
Wait, can you
Where we're
scent
going.
anybody in the room?
Can
Or do
I
you have to be
scent?
or do you have to be directly up on them to scent them?
Would I? Yes. Would I be able to get an ambient scent in here?
Give me
Like
a
a
recon check.
sniff, sniff. Okay. Oh shit! I actually rolled good. I need to keep these d6s out. That's
A good old sniffer check.
where is recon? So I rolled a 12 plus recon is 13.
What's your one for sniffing?
Yep, 14. And I don't know if I add any stats, but if it's not dexterity or endurance, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it
Okay.
doesn't matter. So, yeah, 12, 13, 14.
Give me a sec. Oh, well,
Yeah, I don't know if it would just be like a general cave smell. I don't think I could smell like fear, like some
no.
people talk about. I couldn't smell any of that. But like,
Yeah.
No,
if
but
there
you
any
could probably
distinct scents?
you could probably smell people in a desolate cave.
Oh
Yeah,
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 I
for
would
sure.
assume so.
You
Yeah.
definitely smell like Dr. Volsang and her and was Stiv, was that the other person's name? Because I mean they're two archaeologists that have been working in a like dig site for a while. They
Oh, for
probably
sure, for
don't smell
sure.
good.
I have another
I
dumb
would
question.
assume not.
We've been following these 4 down. Could she have gotten like a good scenting of possibly 1 or 2 of
Um
them on a way down?
she can do it
Hmm.
freehand, yeah. No, hasn't done it to this point.
Yeah, I would have assumed she would be too busy not trying to fall off the cliff and
Yeah.
die.
And they're like in, they're also in sealed vac suits.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
So-
I mean, I'll just look to where the doctor is because that's the only thing I can really smell.
Ooh, yeah, they're in sealed suits. So no, yeah, I don't think their suits are giving off a whole lot of scent.
So, guys, do we think the littlest Nazis from the White Castle?
Probably.
I would assume so. Yeah.
Isn't that what we were told? Is the name of the thing was what, Venshar, or is that something else that I'm thinking of?
Mm,
Like I said, something like Lord or Lady Venshar or something was.
Yeah, I think you're right, Lord Vinchar.
Yeah. So
I guess we're slowly making our way to Volsang.
yes.
You know, this basically telepathic communication comes in handy.
Yeah.
hmm
Right?
Yeah, I gotta find out. I gotta check if that's like actually how that's supposed to work, but yeah. I guess it seems like it.
I mean, it would make sense with the way that everything is, but maybe
Yeah.
not. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, it would be a small radio receiver in our
And
heads.
you would just talk.
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
could just talk, and it would still be like it sound like somebody
That's
talking in
the
our
only
head.
yeah.
We're
That's
on
the only
codex calls.
that's the only difference I would think is like maybe you would have to talk out loud, but just like to yourself, you just be like, hey, and then they would also just hear you. But yeah,
Yeah, where psionics
um,
would be like you're just literally sending
actually
thoughts back and forth.
would actually be psionics.
Yeah.
Yeah, but oh well. Yeah, I don't think it's
I
that.
guess we're
that
still
It
talking. I mean, I guess even well, that's something to decide later. But I guess in this situation, we could be talking under our breath, even if
it
Mhm.
would
it's not
it seems like
telepathic.
it would be a throat mic type situation where you just kind of you could talk very 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 quietly to yourself and it would still pick it up because it's picking up the vibrations in your throat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be like a learned. That'd be like a
Ooh.
learned of skill you'd have to learn too, though. It's like ventriloquism almost, right? Digital, like yeah.
I'm just thinking of
Um,
different ways that it could actually be like presented.
hmm But then you're also in your vac suit, so as long as it's sealed, it's super muffled anyway because it's sealed. The vibrations are going to be
Yeah.
relatively minimal. Um, but anyway, will you give me stealth checks
With Dex,
with Dallas? Yes, please.
10.
6.
12.
What a weird oversight. His like one of the people doesn't have a sheet. Yeah, you guys sneak over to Dr. Volsang, and she she got a pistol. She like who are you?
Hold up, doctor. We were with Danny. We're trying to help.
Oh, will you give me a persuade check?
Boxcar supporting.
Nice. She puts her gun down and is, oh, you're not with that kid, are you?
No, not with the kid. But maybe you could help tell us. So when we were coming down, we were dealing with some weird gravity stuff. Is there some effect in this cave that would cause that to happen?
Possibly, we've been theorizing defense mechanism, some sort of security device.
So it's something you've dealt with before?
Yes, yeah, on the
Okay, so it's not them. That's the biggest thing we had to figure out.
yes.
As we can tell, there's 4 of them, and now we know that they don't have anything weird like that going on.
What you looking for?
I'm looking for my little flashcards with my NPC stat blocks because one of the little Nazi guys flunkies doesn't have a stat block. The littlest Nazis. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. Sorry, I got a flashcard. I gotta do some quick studying.
So for all we know, there's 4 people down here.
Yeah.
There could be more.
Yay.
Possibly, but we're not assuming scions at this point because they knew the gravity thing was already a thing.
Yeah. Any other questions for her?
Ever heard of Children of Borneo?
He looks confused and unamused. Dr. Volsang, I'm waiting.
So I take it you got no idea who this person is?
With some damn thief here to steal the one of these ancient artifacts. I mean, I don't have to tell you where they belong, right?
Yeah, they belong in a museum.
Exactly. She smiles. This guy gets it.
You and I will need to have a talk at some point, but right now, we need to get out of here. At least the 5 of us intact. I don't
Well,
really care what happens to them.
The rest of my students at base camp, we need to get them out of here as well.
Yeah, we've got some stuff to talk about. Things are not good. There's a reason Danny's with us, and no one else is.
He looks concerned and confused.
We'll give you all the
I'll be
information
happy.
when we can.
Yeah, yeah. Right now, we just got to worry about living. I don't think it's safe for us to start trying to climb with these guys still ticking. I think we're going to have to take them out, guys.
I'm full lethal at this point.
I'm down to clown.
So they know we were coming down. Do we want to announce ourselves at this point? Or do we want to try and sneak up? Because we never did see their lights on when we were moving.
You're right. We never saw their lights on. We did know their location though. So I mean,
Well,
we could just,
do we?
I mean, explosive shot, collapse the tunnel above them. Or at least try to collapse the tunnel.
I mean, that may be our quickest bet because I don't know what the heck they have going on. Like I still just confused about all that rending stuff, unless they've got an Aslan with them or something.
It is possible though.
We got to get you in closer though if you're going to shoot the tunnel.
Yeah, how
Tell
wide
me,
across is?
off-worlders, who is it you work for? Is it Fenyasha? I could deal with him. Perhaps we could come to an agreement. I'm not unreasonable.
Is
I
he
would
talking
be-
to us or her at that point? Is still talking to her?
He
No,
called
it
it. He
seems
said
to you
off-worlders.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I saw
would
the
be-
camp up.
Yeah.
I saw the camp up there, buddy. Nothing up there looks reasonable. That looks like a bloodbath.
The cost of doing business.
Are you willing to lose
understand.
everything else?
Are you?
We've been doing this a while now. We've not lost anything yet. I'd like to say we're pretty good at this stuff.
I would hate for us all to be buried here together.
That would be inconvenient. Why would we all be buried here together?
Accidents happen all the time at dig sites like this. Just like the poor doctor's university.
Yeah, I kind of pieced together you were behind all that part too.
A pity.
So I assume that you're from the White Castle then.
The White City!
Yeah, that doesn't sound near as appetizing though.
Indeed not. I do love those tiny little bits of fried meat and those soft little pillowy buns.
I'm pretty sure their steam's not fried, just so you know.
Oh, yes, on the bed of onions. I forget.
Uh-huh.
That's true.
How about we all just call a truce and we go up and we have a few of those and we talk about this?
No, I would prefer this to be our negotiating table.
Well, we're all in the dark. This is kind of an inconvenient place to negotiate, don't you think?
No.
Well, do you happen to know our exact location? Because we happen to know yours.
That's okay. You can take that upper hand. I will cede that one to you. In good faith.
Good faith, says the guy who talks about killing people and who's been killing people. You've got odd ideas on this good faith stuff.
Are you not out here hunting for the good doctor's work as well? And Dr. Volsang gives you like a concerned look.
We are here to discuss the doctor's work with her, but not steal her work. It's a slight difference there.
I don't think you'll find her quite agreeable.
I tend to be a persuasive gentleman.
Dr. Volsang just starts to slowly inch away from you.
I look back. I don't mean that like violently persuasive. I just meant talking. We have some stuff that might interest you. It could be very helpful for your research. That's why we're here. Our stars have aligned, so to speak. But we got to get you out of here alive first.
I guess I'll say over Neuralink, why does he want the research? Why does he want her stuff so much, so badly?
I mean, if you can find ancient artifacts, they sell to the highest bidder for very, very, very high bids. It's a lucrative technology to have.
So for
Maybe
him,
that's
it's all
not
about
why,
money.
but that's plenty good enough reason.
428, will you give me a recon check as you're sitting up there with Danny?
Let me double check to see if I
With Int.
with int. All right.
Mhm.
Ooh, boxcars for a
Nice.
10.
For 10, good. You, as you're sitting there, you're listening to them talking, and you're looking around at this like the cave, and you realize at the ledge you're on, you can see there are like little holes that have been bored. Like you can see them. You're probably like I don't know if you're like kind of pacing around or just like like, it's a nervous situation, so maybe you're pacing around, you're doing something, but you can see like little holes that have been bored recently because like there's like little dust there, like little like dust or rock, rock dust piles. So it's clearly been done very, very recently, and you like look in the holes and you can see like seismic charges that have been placed in these holes, and they're there like every like 5 or 6 feet, and it looks like a ring of charges that have been placed around the shaft. And we'll cut back to the negotiations downstairs. Sorry, I think Gino or Lexian, were you about to say something? Unless 428 wants to tell somebody something.
Yeah. Hey, guys, y'all have a second?
I mean, things are tense down here, but what's up?
There are explosives set up in a big ring around this cavern, and they look like seismic charges.
So that's what he meant by burying the place.
Are they within reach of me? Or are they like the ring, or is it just way too far?
Some of them are. A lot of them aren't.
If he could
Yeah.
get to them, though, he could potentially figure
If
out.
I can sever one of them, then I can sever theoretically half the line.
Will you give me an explosives check with int again?
Ooh, yeah, sure.
Use your luck if you have it.
We're gonna use oh, we're about done. Yeah. We're gonna use 3 luck. 8.
8. So you're looking at these charges, and all of the comms relays that you've seen coming down the shaft, coming down from the cave entrance to the base camp to here. At the top of this the stair, the big stair, and then you didn't see it, but you probably saw how you don't have a relay. But you think, and maybe even Danny told you that there's another comms relay. When did you stop? The third drop?
Yeah, they're at the third ledge.
So
I think,
so
right?
you
Yeah.
yeah. So you know that there's another comms relay 2 more ledges down. And if you get to that comms relay and eliminate that, then his sensor or his detonator wouldn't have enough juice to get to these charges because it needs to bounce off those comms relays to send any signal out. Like that's how their comms networks works. So any signal anybody sends has to go over that relay. So you could functionally disable the charges by eliminating the comms relay, but it's two drops down.
So, if I disable this, the comms relay or the relay, I can make sure that he can't set off those explosives, but it is 2 ledges down.
Well, you're in good enough shape to at least try one more and see how it goes, right?
Yep, and I think I can, if I can get to it, I can definitely disable it. So I'm gonna make the first trek and I'll update y'all on how it goes.
Sounds good. I guess we'll try and keep talking with the guy.
Yeah, keep him talking.
So,
Yeah, it's also a tense situation, so you might need to go fast.
Okay, noted.
Yeah.
I have 2 luck, so I'm gonna burn 1 per. We'll
Okay.
start with the first ledge.
Are you gonna drop it from D5 to 1D minutes, or are you gonna stick with 1D times 5 minutes?
Well, I think because of how quickly this is escalating, I have to go fast.
gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast. All right.
If you got any extra luck.
Yeah, he's burning one per. Yeah.
So, it does get worse.
Oh my gosh, Doom.
Did I get any negatives for going faster?
It increases the difficulty from 6. So you guys know it's a 6 to 8.
Okay. How's a 3?
Ooh.
What? Ah.
I got 2 ones.
Oh. Oh.
Jiminy.
Your
That-
dex checks are just so notoriously awful.
Look, man,
He's a
I can
blob.
do
He
the
doesn't
sa-
have any dex.
I can do any mechanical check. Do not make me do a dex check.
Bro, you're gonna hit the ground and splat, and it's not gonna be a splat that we can revive you from.
I
Well, we're here, so
yeah, I don't.
Are we gonna have to find a new captain?
No, I think that. So I rolled another 6. So you take 6 more damage, 6 more wounds.
Oh my.
that's great.
I don't think with the snake eyes, you don't like double your damage. But I think what does happen is your rope snaps. So you need to climb down the second like ledge, but you get a free climb it, which is going to be a bummer. But we'll cut back to as you guys all hear over the comms, you hear the sound of like maybe a rope snapping, or a rope snaps like because a rope snapping is like a gun, like with the weight of a person's body on it. It's like sounds like a gunshot going off. You can hear that echoing down the caverns. And then you guys hear him going like, "Oh, or I don't know what you do. You can tell me what sound 428 makes." Is like he falls again.
Wait, so quick question. After you've
Yeah.
run through endurance, you choose another attribute?
Yeah, you can choose another
Yeah.
attribute.
All right, perfect. Yeah. I imagine I'm like over comms. I'm like, all right, guys, I'm doing. Oh, fuck, and I'm just you just hear, and I like kind of static radio.
Yeah, but it only takes you 1 minute. It's a really fast fall, so it's good.
I'm getting down fast, y'all. I mean, my
Yeah.
rope snapped at this point. I just have to keep going.
Just gotta keep going. Just gotta keep going. And we'll cut back to the negotiations.
So, just so we're all on the same page, what exactly do you mean by a cave-in?
The cave comes in. What is sort of in the name? The words.
Understood, but you seem to be sure that this can happen. So, do you have something set up you can make that happen?
I don't understand why it's talking about the subject matter of the negotiation rather than the.
Because I'm trying to figure out the full situation so I know how to negotiate.
Yes, I'm threatening you with certain death and demise.
But
If you
but
don't,
you're threatening me with your certain death and demise as well.
yes, because
that seems
it's
seems
gonna.
counterintuitive. You don't get the technology, then you just lose.
Well, it's a last stand sort of situation.
Is it really worth all that?
Well, no, either we come to an agreement, of course,
Or we all die? Like
no,
you're
or
awful at negotiations. You know this, right?
no. I was thinking I could pay you. I could pay you handsomely. We could bargain, or that would be good.
Well, and I understand that part of it, and we can talk about that stuff, but I'm trying to understand your ultimatum here. Like, what what about this technology is so important to you? Like, maybe there's a way that I mean, you say you want to steal the technology. Like, can't we just make more technology? Like, why do you need to steal it?
I don't think Dr. Volsang is interested in reproducing her technology.
I think
You
Dr.
don't seem
Volsang's
very.
interested in living, so you
You
might
don't.
have a place to negotiate there. You're going the nuclear option this whole fucking road.
I also don't want to share the technology with other people. I don't
You don't want to
want.
share this technology with other people.
No, then other people might find the more ancient and they flood the market, and then it would be not as valuable. So I would make less money.
So I'm going to guess by all of this that you're already wealthy, right?
But I do well for myself, certainly.
Okay. If you're dead, you're not doing well for yourself at all, right?
No, but if you also, you and your friends seem quite well armed, and so it could be not so good if we were to come to blows.
Well, I don't want us to come to blows, hence the reason we're talking. But I'm trying to get it through your head that we have no point of negotiation if I'm negotiating with somebody whose alternative is suicide.
Not my only alternative. That is a fallback plan.
It's not a good fallback plan. It's
It's
a
a
bad
final plan.
fallback plan
No,
because
it's
you're a businessman, right?
I think it's okay.
I'm just saying it's bad for business. Not good for business, bad for business.
It's okay. So what is your opening offer?
My opening offer, what offer would I have? You're the one who's trying to buy stuff. What's your opening offer?
Well,
Do I need to should we sit down and me talk to you about how negotiations work first?
1 million credits.
Really, dude? 1 million? I'm sitting on almost that, just right now. You're not really enticing me all that much with 1 million credits.
Will you give me a deception check?
I'm not
with-
deceiving him. I am sitting on almost 1 million credits.
No, I know, but I think you're just trying to stall him, aren't you?
Oh yes, totally.
Yeah. With int.
Well, I rolled snake eyes, so that's bad.
Okay. He goes. Perhaps we just kill you and see what happens then. And
If you try to kill us, we fight back. Again, you're not thinking about the alternative where you die and don't win anything.
one sec.
This is like the highest risk, no reward situation for this kid. Like,
Yeah.
like there's technically there is a really high reward, but it's not gonna happen for him.
He didn't bet on running into you guys, that's for sure. So he says, perhaps we just kill you. Kill Vuk gets him and kind of like out of the shadows to Varger in combat armor. Open fire on you guys. And we will drop into initiative.
Not the Vargers.
The Vargers.
Oh.
Well, it seems like burgers are gonna die today, and hopefully not
Someone is-
ours.
A Varger will die today.
I got a 7.
Is initiative just straight dexterity?
Dex or int, right?
Yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
crap! I did another goodie. I got boxcars, so that's a 14.
I got what 12. Yeah, my initiative modifier is only 1, so yep.
I know not really in turn order.
Oh yeah, I'll take yours though.
That's 7.
7. Ooh, what? Fuck me. Wow. Okay. Sorry.
That's your wife's job.
I was just shocked that. I mean,
Jeez.
I guess he's. I was shocked at the 12-year-old's dex, but I guess he is 12, so you know, kids are dexterous. But yeah, that's one. Jesus. 4. Not so good. So we've got. Well, I should probably roll for. Yep, that makes sense. We'll go to Jinx.
Okay. And I can't see anything, right?
No, you haven't turned your headlight back on.
Can I turn it back on?
Mhm.
Okay, I will turn it back on, and I see. What did he say?
Uh,
2 Vargers coming out and trying to shoot at us?
They are, yeah, they
Or did
are
we
behind
see?
cover somewhere, shooting at, getting ready to shoot at you. Yeah.
Okay. I can I like hold an action until their heads
No.
pop up so I can then start shoot? Damn it. Um, I'm just going to shoot in their general direction
All right.
and see if
Yeah.
I get lucky and hit.
Go for it.
That is a 10.
Okay. One sec. Oh, I just realized the time right as we started combat. Do we want to pick this combat up next time? Would this be a good time to end? Because it's right at
That sounds
the
yeah,
end.
that sounds good.
Okay, cool.
Probably.
That'll give me a chance to like, yeah, I can even throw together like a quick map or something for our next session.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, we'll do that. Because I've got our initiative order and everything. Perfect.
All right.
Sweet. So that which would the actually
Yeah. Next session will be in
next
Next
session
person.
won't
time is
be.
in
Yeah, next session will be.
person.
Next session
Mhm.
you will all be kobolds.
Yes.
So we'll pick this up.
The
Woo!
We'll pick this
next
up pretty well.
traveler day.
Oh,
Next what traveler session would
Yeah, it will be like
be the 14th
September
of September
14th.
14th.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I do want to say during the breaks, I quick made my kobold already, and I did make the hexblade because I love hexblades. So I can send. I made it on D&D Beyond, so I can send you the sheet if you want, so you can
Sure.
give a look. See.
Yeah, that works.
I mean, I was like, what else am I gonna do when we were having a one shot? I might as well just make the character on D&D Beyond while we have, some free time or downtime.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nice.
How do I share? Yes, so at least you'll have mine.